Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Tonight's a very special night because we're actually doing a mashup episode. Very first time where this entity is actually part of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. If you guys haven't heard, you don't know, motherfucker, now you need to know. Okay. Big things happening here at the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. We officially accomplished a co-marketing merger, bringing on a new entity, not necessarily new. You guys know them, especially back in the sportscast days, so on and so forth. Unwrapped Sports. So we're going to be having our very first mashup, Rumboyz After Dark debate debacle. It's going to be fucking bananas. But first, I need you guys to head over to our YouTube, hit that subscribe button, spike that like button, and dive off in the chat and drop your hot takes. It's the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, baby. Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the motherfucking hits. Let's go ahead and introduce our cast for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, representing Rumboyz.com, Rumboyz Combat Fight Division. So anything and everything, all MMA, boxing, UFC. If motherfuckers is throwing the hands, bruh, this man has got you covered. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake, the Great, the Bearded One.
What's up, Robbie?
What up, Rumboyz Combat?
I'll be quick since you already know me, but yeah, I'll have an article out tomorrow about how I am tired of UFC fighters calling out fighters and turning down fights based on their rank. It means nothing. It's the media. So if you ever say I'm not going to take this fight because he's ranked lower than me, just stop.
I like it. I'm excited to get that piece up on rumboyz.com. Make sure that you guys be on the lookout for that sometime this weekend, Monday morning. Next up, we are going to go ahead and actually introduce the first face of the matchup. He is the me of the Unwrapped Sports half of this new merger. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have met him before. Host of Keeping It Real, co-founder of the Unwrapped Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Aston.
What up, guys? I'm blessed to be here. You've seen me on After Dark before. This is a special one. Unwrapped, Rumboyz, we're in this bitch. You've heard it from Robbie. You've heard it from me. A lot of us are going to be on tonight. Some of the personalities you know and love. We're extremely pumped to get this going. So, Robbie, thanks as always having me on, bud.
Hell yeah. I'm still waiting on some movement backstage, so we're going to go ahead and get into introducing the rest of your team. First up, we're going to be bringing up Anthony. You want to go ahead and give Anthony his intro?
Anthony, out of New York, standing at, I'm not sure how tall, Anthony Conover. What's going on, buddy? Let's bring him in here. One of the best guys around, hosts 3 shows on the live lineup. You guys have seen his pretty face plenty of times. Coming in with the hot takes, we got Anthony Conover, if you don't mind bringing him in, my man.
What up, Anthony?
What's going on, everybody? Let's get this shit rolling. You know the vibes. You know I'm here to fuck some shit up.
Yo, he's definitely from New York. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
You know the vibes. We dead ass out here.
We outside every day, beat. Outside every day, dead ass.
Tim's
OD.
Yo, do you, Anthony? Before we bring in our next guest, I have to ask: do you own a pair of Timbs?
I honestly don't. I don't.
Okay.
What?
I'm like the only New York person that doesn't.
How many J's you got though?
Come on, son. Come on, son.
Like, come on.
Like that he has them like right next to him.
Come on, son.
At all times. They're just right there.
I love it.
Don't come on, bro. Don't test me like that.
Let's go ahead and get into our very next panelist. She is also a personality for the Unwrapped Sports Network, and I love that we can kind of like do these introductions this way because she is actually the female Jake. Like she's you guys' Jake, and she covers fight sports as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Monique.
Hey guys, what's up?
Is
What's up? I'm actually streaming the Fight to Win, Jake. If you know Flow Grappling right now, I'm actually streaming that right now. I'm streaming and like doing this
Are
as
you?
well. So
There's also
only
Submission
Jake would know
Underground,
who
right?
it is. Yeah, exactly.
and
Okay,
the introduction
I'll watch that
alone.
later.
Introduction from Monique
Pretty
doesn't do her
good.
justice. The heartbeat of the network for us. She's been here for years. She runs our main Twitter account. If you've ever interacted with that, it's Monique. Obviously, Fights Unwrapped. She's our queen alongside Amber, our two queens here. So thank you for coming on, Monique, of course. And lastly, we have one more left. Garrett from Iowa, as he is on Twitter, one of the most fiery people that we have around here. You bring him in here for Garrett and say what's up to everyone, my man.
Garrett from Iowa, what it do?
What's up, everybody? Let's get some shit going. I'm the
Let's
resident
do it.
redneck that gets angry about shit, so let's go.
Yes, love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and introduce our special guest for the night. This man, right now, is a free agent in the fantasy football world. He's doing his own thing. He's a hustler. He's a hustler, homie. Ask about him. Ask about him, ladies and gentlemen. Fantasy football hustler.
Dun, 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 dun,
There we go. There we
Look at
go.
that
Tried to make the
Look at
dopest entrance that I could. How about blowing out some bong smoke for everybody watching right now?
Oh, man. That's my type of person.
I love
There we
it.
go.
Hey,
What is up, everybody? Yep, just doing my own thing. Kind of new to the content creation space. 2020 is when I started doing videos and live streams, and COVID kind of brought me to it, so it's crazy. I'm loving it. At FF Hustler 420 pretty much everywhere on social media, and Fantasy Football Hustler on YouTube. This is what I do. Fantasy football is my life now.
Let's go. Let's go. I like this guy already.
I love him. Good energy, coming in hot. And fantasy football was a good life to live. So
Exactly.
Damn
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, on the clock, you guys know him as Justin whenever he is on hours doing his thing over there at the Clock Management Fantasy Football Network. Make sure you guys check out Clock Management Fantasy Football by going to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network homepage. Go to our section titled Our Homies, because we always take care of our homies, and give Justin a subscribe. He's almost at that 1K mark, and he's always giving away free jerseys every single month. Ladies and gentlemen, Dub C, as we call him around here. What up, White Chocolate? Oh, he's muted. He got to be muted. Oh, he fucked up. Look, he
I
must
turned my
stay.
mic off. What up, man? Happy to be here. Just happy to have a drink with you guys. I made it.
what's up, Justin?
Amen to that. Amen to that. So we are waiting on a couple more people. We're just gonna kind of roll right into things. Bogart will be checking in soon. Fantasy Sven's gonna be checking in soon. They're dealing with some traffic. Spin down there in that Texas winter trauma.
Apocalypse, you mean?
Yeah, Jack Frost nipping at that nose real good. So
Redneck. Yeah, baby.
let's go.
Somebody's got to do it. I guarantee
up,
Perry
Simon?
has more people in his apartment building than I do in my town. So
100% true. It's because I live in a city here.
But before we go ahead and get into paying some bills, y'all know what we got to do, right? All right. And it sucks that the rest of the family ain't here for this, but they're going to be on soon. Hey, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum boys and girls, what it do. Billy. And at this time, I would like to remind everyone to go ahead and Perry, I'm sorry that this is going to go ahead and pop up in your frame, brother, but to go ahead at this time and download the Monkey Knife Fight app, promo code Rumboyz, legal daily fantasy sports action for all of your sports needs. We got UFC, we got NBA, we got college basketball. When the NFL's back, we are on and popping. So make sure that you guys head on over to the Monkey Knife Fight app for all of your sports needs. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps. And then also, I want to remind you guys about a new venture that the Rumboyz are involved with, and that is the app called SportsMe. Be sure that you guys go ahead and check us out on SportsMe.
Mhm.
All the personalities that you
Yeah.
see here are on SportsMe. It's super addicting. You can go 1v1, 2v2. You can battle anyone that you want. Last night, I got into it with Ryan Hollins over Zach Levine, okay? Download the SportsMe app. Link in the description. I'm also going to be dropping a link for you guys here in the chat. Get in now before this thing blows the hell up like C4. Let's go. Perry.
Apple, Android, there's no
Nope.
excuse. You better get on SportsMe. If you like TikTok, you like the new wave of technology, you love taking your sports takes to another level, SportsMe. Type it into the App Store. Go download that. You can find all the Rumboyz people on there. If you type in USN in the search bar, you're going to see us there as well, all the unwrapped people. And for us, you need to make sure that if you're gambling, if you're a degenerate like we are over here, I know fantasy football is a huge one here, but for us, we are to the bone degenerates, and we love our bookie at MyBookie here. If you sign up with USN 100, we'll double your deposit, $50 all the way to $1,000. See the beautiful layout here. Dollar for dollar signature bonus plus an extra $15. You can go anywhere from all these sports, live, sportsbook, casino. You got the horse betting if you want. So make sure if you're doing your gambling, mybookie.ag with code USN100, double your money with us.
Dilly. Oh, shit, you shared the screen and you moved it right when I was about to. I was trying to do the comments at the same time. All good. Hey, we'll get the banners and shit in there. It's all good. We'll make it nice and easy. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in with us. Let's go ahead and dive right in for the reason why you guys are all here, and that is sports talk. Y'all ready to go ahead and dive into tonight's show sheet?
Yeah.
Let's get this bread.
Let's go. So first up, here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, Rumboyz After Dark, we do this as a snake draft. So we begin with Rumboyz Combat with Carson Wentz out of Philly. Can Jalen Hurts help this team improve? And what's your outlook on the Philadelphia Eagles moving forward?
Well, Philly was a mess last year, and when he was benched, he was 7 for 20. He wasn't good. So let's not say he was benched and playing great or playing well enough to be a solid quarterback. He was awful. But the guy they brought in was much worse. So I don't think he can help anything. I don't think he's the answer, and I don't think any quarterback they draft, and they will take a quarterback. No one on this roster right now is the answer to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion. So if you're going to find somebody in the draft, you hope it works out, but right now it doesn't look great. I think it's to that point where you have to hope you find somebody, but if you're going to rely on Hurts next year, just because you took his quarterback coach from college as a guy, you're wrong. He's not. He showed 7 for 20. He's not better than Wentz, really. He just wasn't in the position where they had film on him. So he's not going to be the starter next year, I don't think, long term. I think he's going to be a career backup, but I think he's going to have a career in the league. Overall, I just don't see him being the answer. They're going to make him that to start, but no.
I mean, losing record as when he came in, not all his fault. The Eagles have all types of problems in Philadelphia. They had no intention of winning, no intention of creating a sustainable culture. Plain and simple, it didn't matter who was the quarterback last year. They weren't put in a position to succeed. Was it more exciting seeing Hurts? Yes, because it's something different, and it seemed like the Eagles had nowhere else to turn, although the way they handled it was clearly wrong. I like what you said there. People overhype Hurts. People overhype the next guy up, and not everybody's Patrick Mahomes. Not everybody sat a year and comes in and is the next wave of this guy. So for Hurts, I'm not sold. Am I more sold than I was last year? Potentially a little bit, because I did see a guy go in and make certain throws that I wasn't sure he'd be able to make at that level, and wouldn't know if he'd have the confidence to be able to get in there. And yeah, dude, sleeves are for nerds, by the way. That comment, I fucking love that, bro. You got to come out hot, dude. I'm in California too, bro. I'm sweating, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say, yeah,
it's fucking snowing. It's snowing everywhere, bro, and I'm literally sweating. I have like a sweat towel just in case. Like I got to turn my AC on at some point. Like, so yeah, just a quick flex reel there on top of that. But I mean, he threw 6 touchdowns. He ran for 3. Over 350 yards. That's what's appealing about Hurts. He can get the job done on the ground, but will he ever be a guy that can lead your team from behind the pocket? Will he be a guy that can legitimately go into that locker room week in and week out and inspire them to take that next level? I don't know. And what's up, Matt? We appreciate you coming in here, man. And I feel like I agree with you on that too. They're going to look for a quarterback if that's not in free agency through the draft. I don't think they'll take it in the first round. They didn't take Hurts in the first round, so I wouldn't see them going that far up. They need a lot more holes filled. But who knows? I think Hurts is not bad. I think they could have a better option, but the way they handled the Wentz situation was atrocious from start to finish. So shout out Philly. That's it. I think as the snake, that would mean
Hurts had one bad year. That's it, and then you got rid of him completely.
I mean, with Wentz too. Again, you had the O-line problems. O-line problems haven't been fixed. So whoever's back there is going to get that pressure. You did not want to give Miles Sanders more than 10 carries a game last year. He'd break one off for 80 yards, and then you wouldn't give him the ball for another 2 quarters. You did not want to get a run game going, get Wentz any help. And then when Hurts was in there, he's running for his life half the time. That's where those running stats come from. He's just much faster. So we'll see. The Eagles have a lot of room to grow. And it's funny to say that, as a Cowboys fan, I like to say we're one of the favorites if Dak returns. But Robbie, as a Washington fan, it's the first time I could actually say they might be by far the head of the division right now. And the Eagles did not help their case. And the Giants are down there as well. So we'll see what the Eagles do.
Matt, to answer your question, brother, I don't think that is a move that they make. If anything, you probably draft a guy. That is something that is significantly more likely. Think about it from a business standpoint, because the NFL is a business. If I just got rid of a shit ton of fucking money, I just unloaded that bullshit Carson Wentz contract, I'm not about to bring in another veteran and have to pay him that veteran minimum.
How much? I was going to say, it's not like Fitz will be that expensive, though.
He wouldn't be that expensive, but I could get a rookie for cheaper. Why? If I can get you on a short-term deal, and I could probably pay you, depending on how late I go and get you, pay you under $5 million. Like, fuck. Like, I'm a rock with that shit. That's a lot more cost-effective for me as a business owner, not just from the team aspect. So that's just me keeping a player
on a rookie contract.
I mean, I just hope if it does.
Yeah, and they already and they got a coach.
He gets out of there at this point. He deserves better to be on this bad team. To be as good as he is.
Well, I'm getting mad love on this stream. Shout out to everyone in here. I love y'all.
It's because I haven't talked yet, Perry. Don't worry.
Go ahead. Hey, Anthony, talk your shit.
Listen, all I'm saying is I might be a little wrong here because, my preseason pick for MVP might have been one Carson Wentz. It's possible that I said that. It's possible.
You did say that. Yeah,
did it?
You said it loud and proud.
Listen, did it work out? Did it work out? No. Did it work out? No. But I also don't blame myself for making that pick. I think it was a brilliant pick, a nice little dark horse, to say the least. But listen, unless the Eagles are somehow going to take their stadium and pull a SpongeBob move, like when the giant worm was coming and Patrick said to just push it out of the way, bro, I swear to God that stadium's built on an ancient burial ground or something. They can't keep somebody healthy if they wrap them in goddamn bubble wrap. So until they fix, the offensive line, they get a wide receiver that can play more than like 5 snaps a game maybe before going out with the hamstring injury. Jalen Hurts is going to be the exact same thing, bro. Like, I really don't understand. Everybody just forgetting that Wentz was literally going to win the MVP in 17 or 16. I don't remember exactly.
With Frank Reich, who's in Indianapolis.
Okay, exactly. And, and they handled the situation weird. Like, they wanted to make Carson, the head of that franchise so bad, but it was kind of hard for him to get out of the Nick Foles shadow because obviously he won the Super Bowl. And then you give him all this money with, granted, they also gave Nick Foles a statue outside of his own stadium. So you're telling Wentz to be the star of your team with a statue of another quarterback that was just on the team outside of your stadium. And then not only that, they give him this contract, which, at that point you're like, oh, maybe we do like him. And they're like, nah, fuck that. We're going to draft another quarterback that just almost won a Heisman the exact same year, bro. Like, they messed everything up. I can't wait to see Carson in Indianapolis. I think I still love Carson. I'm a Patriots fan, bro. I was begging and pleading.
Save the topic, man. Save it later.
But listen, I'm just saying.
Show sheet.
I'm just saying.
The show sheet. No, you're good. Monique, we're gonna go ahead.
I love me some Wentz. I love me some Wentz. So, that's my 2 cents.
I think it's then too. That's why. me and Connie are together right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, for sure. No,
So-
I
so-
agree everything that Connie said, though, for sure. I mean, I remember. Didn't you Connie, didn't you say that you thought Russell Wilson was going to be your MVP this year? I swear.
Well, all right. So I picked Carson at the beginning of the season, and then like 5 games in, I was like, all right, Russell's probably going to win, and then I was wrong on both. So things happen. I'm usually right 99% of the time, but that 1% really gets me sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't forget, Eagles also whiffed on Metcalf and Justin Jefferson. Oh, we all remember that. I was waiting on my turn, but yeah, yeah. That was what I was going to bring up. Go ahead, Garrett.
Is Hurts the future? Is Hurts the future? Do you think, Garrett? I know you have your thoughts.
The Philadelphia Eagles are the new Cleveland Browns for the next 30 fucking years. You guys are a damn dumpster fire. I don't care who you can put.
Shit.
You could put Tom Brady in there, and he's going to be like 48% completion rate for 500 yards in 4 games, and then be out for the rest of the year because he's not going to have a fucking knee. It doesn't matter who you have at quarterback. The team sucks. The management sucks. The organization sucks. The only thing Philadelphia is good for is making Chicago look like they aren't the worst run team in the NFL. That is the only thing they are good for. It's absolutely. Jalen Hurts is not the next coming of Patrick Mahomes. He was barely adequate, and I mean, he wasn't any better than Carson Wentz, and you benched Wentz, so why are you going to play Hurts? So go ahead, go draft another QB, have another QB battle, have Hurts sitting there on the sidelines. Hey, dude, for leave your Bears alone, I'm sorry. I am a Bears fan, and I am frustrated with the Bears. That's why I said that. But, Jalen Hurts is going to be on the sideline watching Kyle Trask throw the ball, and week 3 at most, week 3, the Philadelphia media is going to be screaming for Hurts.
Is that a mock prediction just now by you, Garrett? Are we mocking Kyle Trask to Philly?
When that not the first, right?
Well, that would be a typical Philly move to take Kyle Trask at number 6. Like he's most likely a second rounder, but
I think Zach Wilson's your guy.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely quarterbacks that should go higher than Trask.
I can see Zach Wilson ending up in San Fran. I don't know. For some reason, I'm like Zach Wilson, San Fran just sounds so amazing.
Wilson may go 2, man.
That was less of a mock prediction and more a dig at Philly for making terrible decisions.
You don't got a choice now.
I like Kyle Trask tape, and I want Trask to end up in a good situation. Don't do that. Fuck, damn it. No, please don't do that.
Probably Trask in the second is a beast.
I agree because they're both gingers and they're both in Philadelphia.
So they both have no souls.
So
no souls.
That's a soulless team.
Never draft a ginger in Philly.
Yo, let's get into to the man. He's a hustler. He's a hustler, homie.
Oh, we got the mics.
Oh, we got the mute,
brother. Here we go. My bad. For fantasy, I'm stoked about Jalen Hurts because he's going to be running all the time. They got no weapons. They got no offensive line. The Eagles shouldn't have even won that Super Bowl. I'm happy that they did because they beat the Patriots. But ever since that Super Bowl, they rested on their laurels. They made Carson Wentz try to do everything. Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson were his main 2 weapons. A wide receiver for the last 2 years. Come on. They wanted this to happen. The writing was on the wall. Management should have stepped in and got rid of Peterson a while ago because Carson Wentz wasn't the issue. Jalen Hurts, I think, is going to do okay, but I don't think he improves the team by himself. They got to get a lot more weapons, and they got to get an offensive line because their run game sucks with no offensive line. There's just a whole bunch of problems, and the QB wasn't the problem there.
Talk your shit, pimp. Talk your shit. Hey, Justin, Dub C, get him.
Yeah, I mean, can he help the team improve? Absolutely. But he can't do it on his own. They need to add a lot of pieces to this team. It's not a complete team in any way. They need a lot done on offense, on defense. He needs weapons to get the ball to. I mean, we saw how many different wide receivers on the field from Philly last year. They were just dropping like flies. So you need to get him some consistency there, someone who he can build with. Because right now they got nothing. There's talks about Ertz even leaving. I mean, they might trade him away still. So, I mean, they got a lot to do on this team.
Well said.
Not Analytics said, okay, to be fair, the Eagles team that won the Super Bowl was fantastic on both lines. Let's not say that their talent wasn't preposterous to have won. No, I'm not going to say that the talent was preposterous to have won. What I will that is a perfect example of a team just coming together and competing as a team. That is a team together that won a Super Bowl. That is not solely on
Bill
wins.
Belichick benching his best corner in the biggest game of the year. That's what that shit was.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but I mean, all in all,
I'll
say that was a team effort, and you can really state that it was a team effort in the fact that you were led by two different QBs during that reign. You had Carson Wentz who started off hot for you, and then you had to bring in Nick Foles to come in to get the job done. If that is not a 100% complete team effort, I don't know what the fuck is a perfect example of a team effort, especially getting to a championship. Now, I will say this for all of you Philly fans out there. This is your one. That is your one and only ring, and will be your one and only ring. Now, for the sake of Dynasty Fantasy Football purposes, do I selfishly want Jalen Hurts to actually do well? Yes, I want Jalen Hurts himself to do well. Pick me up some yards on the ground, go for a couple of TDs, you know, nothing too crazy, but I mean, just be viable to where I can make you a QB2, or at least just have you as a bench as trade bait, you know, for maybe me to go get something else that I need in terms of Dynasty Fantasy Football purposes. You showed flashes of being great in your 4 games played, I believe what his last four games played, but really one of those games was truly only a standout. With that being said, I feel that you have not been given a fair shake in the NFL, Jalen Hurts. I do believe that you have a bright future. In order to do so, the reins have to be turned over to you. I hope that Philadelphia does not draft another quarterback. I hope they trust Jalen Hurts to go out there and get it done. Brother, I want you to be successful. But at the same time, I do not feel that you are going to be a vast improvement from last year in terms of when we look at wins and losses. We may see some things on film that shows, okay, this team could be better, but your receiving core is far from fucking healthy. Unless you guys are drafting a receiver at 6, well, then that's a different story, and then maybe when we revisit this topic after the draft, I feel a different way. But as it stands right now, and when I look at you on paper, you're probably going to repeat the exact same damn record.
Sure.
You said Robbie's preaching the gospel. Hey, I'm just keeping it player, you know.
And let's be fair to Carson Wentz as well, and it's a different topic get all together. He did lead that team to 11-0 or close to it, and it was a freak injury in LA with his knee diving into the end zone that ended the season.
But the knee,
he that title as well. It wasn't a fluke season altogether. He did ball that entire season.
But Jake, that is a perfect segue into our next question. You ain't got no damn legs as we break down this next topic here. The Indianapolis Colts now have Carson Wentz, Lieutenant Dan, under center. Can Frank Wright, 1, fix Wentz? 2, how much better is he than what they already had in Felipe Rivers? And we actually start down at the bottom of the panel. We're keeping it snake draft order, fantasy football style. Justin, take it away, pimp.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a lot to fix. I mean, he's going to have a lot better pockets to throw out of. He's going to be under a lot less pressure. I think what he needed was a change. He needed to leave there. He had lost his confidence. And going back, to Reich is going to help him with that. And then also having a better offensive line in front of him. He's going to take less hits, have more time to make decisions. I think that's all great for him. And I think that, they're definitely in playoff contention immediately with just plugging him in.
Okay. Hustler.
So how about that when he got that ACL freak injury, he came back that next play on a torn ACL and threw a touchdown pass. Like, you guys remember that? Like, shout out for that. I had Wentz on my team. Came up short in the playoffs that year, but that was crazy. On a torn ACL, went out there and still threw the touchdown pass. Was a 1-yard pass. That doesn't matter. I think he hated that team. The rep, everything was sour between the coaching staff and him. They said that he didn't even talk to Doug Peterson for like 6 or 7 weeks in a row or something crazy like that. The whole relationship was just sour. I think He's got a great line. He's gonna love that. He's gonna actually have 3 seconds to stand back there without getting hit, and that's crazy. I think they're gonna have to do something with their wide receiver core if they lose T.Y. Hilton and Pascal. I don't know. It might be the same type of issue that he was going with in Philly, but still got Michael Pittman, who's a beast.
I wanna, if you don't mind, before we go into Anthony, what I love that is so beautiful about your take, and if you guys at home watching the show tonight didn't catch that, how Hustler mentioned he could have potentially 3 seconds in the pocket. That is so important for the quarterback for the quarterback position at this level of football. When we're talking, the NFL. Pass rushers are coming in, and I mean, we saw last year, despite that 11-0 run that Pittsburgh had, Big Ben was having about 2.1, 2.3 seconds. That's not a lot of fucking time. So I mean, to have 3 seconds, I like that take there, Hustle. Way to toss that in there. Let's go right into Anthony, Gen Z Sports.
Yes, sir. No, like you said, he's actually going to have time. He's going from one of the worst offensive lines with, the ghost of Jason Peters protecting his blind side to, listen, it is the ghost of Jason Peters. The man was hurt every five minutes on that line. He's going to one of the best O lines. Who's the right guard on that team, or the left guard? That's an absolute beast.
Oh, no, he's a beast. He's probably the best lineman in football. If you take
what's his name again?
Defensive and offensive lineman combined, Quentin Nelson is the best.
Yes, Quentin Nelson. There you go.
Yeah, Quentin Nelson's that motherfucker's nice. I love watching his tape.
You go from that to like I said, you go from the ghost of Jason Peters to Quentin Nelson, a great offensive line. Listen, even if he doesn't have the wide receivers, at least he's going to have the time. Even if he doesn't have the wide receivers as well, that makes sense. You won't have to rush them.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to catch it, Anthony. I was like, please toss this into your tape.
And then, here's the thing, too. You actually have a running game because, Perry, I know you said it before, they refused to give Miles Sanders the ball in Philadelphia. Listen, we saw, even with Brady in Tampa Bay, bro, like, you get the play action going, you can really do a lot of things off of that. So I think Carson's going to thrive. I think there wasn't really much to fix. I think he needed just a change of scenery. I know we said that before. There was, talks that he would change the play call at the line of what Doug Peterson said, just because he simply didn't like Peterson, so he would do it basically as a fuck you to him. I mean, that's energy right there with Carson. I enjoy the pettiness, honestly, as a petty person myself. But I think he's going to do good. I think Frank Wright is gonna fix him right up. I think they can win this division pretty easily, and I'll go Carson Wentz for MVP again. No big deal.
Speaking of petty,
you just like losing money. You just love losing money.
Hey, speaking of petty,
bet that. If you believe that, you have to.
You will. You better.
Yeah,
really quick.
On my bookie AG.
If you're in school, bet like maybe 25 to 50. And
Hey,
cash
listen.
out.
Don't worry, I'll be all right.
And Anthony, where are you going to put that money down? Which game?
My bookie USM 100.
Yeah,
He's got a better shot at the comeback player.
Hey.
You guys,
I'll bet both. Ain't no problem.
Did not mean to do that.
Yeah. Hey, what you do is you hit up both Monkey Knife Fight and you hit up my bookie and you double down. And then as you're placing your props or you're placing your bets, you go and you drop a little battle on SportsMe. And you're like, hey guys, what do you think about this over under?
Oh yeah. Or you do it before you drop the bet and get everyone's opinions on SportsMe.
And then you face the
before
public
making the bet.
I don't know how the public is. I don't know how the public's going to
Fade
agree on
the
that
public.
Dude, always fade the public when betting. You all y'all that have been longtime loyal subscribers here on the Rumboyz Fans Network for the last 3 years, y'all know damn well what we do when we about to lay down that cash. We fade the public. We look at every single Instagram poll, every single Twitter poll. We around the map. We got y'all. Now that we doubling down with Unwrapped. Oh shit.
We love our gambling.
Oh man.
we official.
Yeah,
we
for
official.
sure.
We official like a referee with the whistle. Let's go, Monique. Your take.
Oh my god, Anthony just stole the words from me. I mean, he has more time now. He has a better offensive line. I mean, again, choosing him as MVP, really? You're gonna change your mind after 5 games again. I swear to God, for sure.
Nah, no changing my mind this time. Unless my dad, Tom Brady, has a nice game, then
My dad.
I mean, if it took
So,
you 5
Robbie,
games
I
to
swear,
change your
this
opinion on
man
Carson Wentz, it's not
like Tom
hard.
Brady's child. Like he literally.
I don't have. Listen, I don't got a Brady fathead in my room for no reason.
Cause,
Man claims that he's Tom
Tell me it's above your head.
Costanzo did retire. I get that he wasn't the best, but I mean he had that experience. I mean, and experience and knowledge, and adjustment to the speed of the game at a high level is very difficult to replace.
Sure.
Not emulate. So that's my only counter to that. If you don't mind, that's my only counter.
Monique, question. Do you think, like, I know you're about Connie doing the bet and stuff, not that he can get back to MVP level. Do you think Wentz can still be a serviceable starter in the league, like with the Colts now, or do you think his best play is behind him?
That is no.
I'm asking Monique, what do you think? Do you still think he can return to playing winning football?
Don't answer that. That's a trick
I
question.
don't know, like just because of all the injuries he's had, it's really hard for me to.
That's a good answer.
That's pretty much my. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good answer.
That's the answer.
I like that. I really like the injury answer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. She definitely stepped around it, gave me the injury answer. That was very political, and I do appreciate that answer.
No, that was perfect. That was perfect. Hey, that'll work in a press conference any damn day. Let's get into Garrett from Iowa.
PR state.
What's up, Garrett?
No, I think Wentz is going to tear it up in Indy. He's got the O-line. I know with Costanza retiring, that's just one piece. And really, if you have a good anchor on your offensive line, you really just need like one rock star offensive lineman to build around, and the rest will fall in line. You'll be all right. And I'm not too worried about the receivers either. I mean, he carried them to the playoffs in 2019 with a practice squad. So he doesn't need great receivers around him. He just needs serviceable ones. And with the running game with Jonathan Taylor, takes a lot of pressure off him. And, yeah, like the comment popped up right there, Frank Reich with Carson Wentz is a deadly combo. That was the MVP season. He's going to tear some shit up in Indy, providing he doesn't get hurt. I got to throw that in there, but as long as he doesn't get hurt again, he's going to tear shit up.
Yeah. Okay. I like that caveat. I feel like that everyone should probably have that.
Get hurt.
Well, you have to. He's been hurt, three times in the last 4 years?
People forget 2019, though. He took Kmart receivers and brought them to a division title.
I mean, I did look this up for my own take, so I couldn't give updates on the injuries.
Ladies and gentlemen, really quick.
The LCL tear grade 3. He had 2 knee injuries that year with the ACL that knocked him out versus the Rams. He had a broken vertebrae, which wasn't that bad, actually. He did come back from that one.
How not bad?
Welcome to football
bad.
where a broken vertebrae is
I was going to say, how not bad can a broken
was,
vertebrae
I mean,
be?
Dude, I'm off work for 6 months if that happens to me.
He broke his vertebrae multiple times and broke his neck more than once. And he
hey, you gotta remember, this motherfucker works in the world of MMA. So like when he's saying like I mean, all he does is study injuries. Like let's be honest. Let's just be honest.
He's like, that's
Man,
just
Anderson
nothing.
Silva wrapped his leg around another
It's not
person
that
because he
common.
broke it.
You don't break your neck. But no, I mean, if you look at the Stafford trend, his injuries are so much worse, and we're like, oh, it's not a bad trade for LA. So overall, you cannot go injuries to Carson Wentz. He's had some serious ones.
Really quick. Pause.
Wait. They're pretty.
Oh wait, never mind. No. Keep going. Keep running. Keep going.
And I was going to say, you could use that injury asterisk next to so many players.
The worst ones, and those are unavoidable. I mean, Mahomes had one as well, so it's very hard to avoid those.
And that journeyman take, Wentz is easy. A healthy Wentz is, with a good offensive line is easy top 15, possibly even top 10 in the league right now.
Man, it's that journeyman, the disrespect.
Yeah, he is not a journeyman QB. I would have loved to have him in Chicago. I'm pissed that they didn't put an offer in for him.
As a 49er fan, I would have been ecstatic to get him.
Yeah,
Listen,
I can't believe there weren't more
I tried
teams
calling
in on
up
it.
Bill. Bill didn't answer my phone call, so
It's because you still got that Brady fat head up.
Oh
You know-
my god!
You haven't moved on yet.
Probably not wrong.
Exactly.
If only I had like a Jimmy Garoppolo fat head, he might have appreciated it.
Yo, never mind. Perry, it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, you all said it best. O-line going from 19th best last year overall to the 7th best offensive line overall last year. You mentioned there's a retirement. There's always a next man up. If there's anything about Ballard over there in Indianapolis, is they know how to draft. They know how to find free agents. They've been, I would probably say in the last 5 years, the best drafting team in the league, especially in positions that matter. Has it been sexy? Fuck no, it hasn't been sexy. It's not the star wide receiver on the outside. Pittman is the sexiest thing they went with in a long time. They go with the lineman. They go with the linebacker. They go with the right picks and get them at the right value. So I feel like the Colts year in and year out find a way to piece together a contender. If that's with Andrew Luck, if that was with Brissett, they were still winning games. That is a big thing for that team. Is T.Y. Hilton the same guy anymore? No. There's a lot of guys on that team that can step up in that position. And you saw last year with Phillip Rivers, who none of us can say is handily better than Carson Wentz. I think Phillip Rivers is a serviceable quarterback, and at that point of his career, they protected him a lot.
I feel like Rivers is more serviceable than Wentz because
exactly a little bit
legs.
I think maybe a little bit.
Even if they're old legs, they're legs.
But maybe a little bit. It's not that much more. And at this point, too, with Wentz, this is going to be the best position that he has physically possible. You all mentioned if you wanted him on the 49ers, wanted him on the Patriots, wanted him on the Bears. For him personally, this is the best spot. He's back with Frank Reich. Multiple of you guys mentioned that. He is the best O-line that he's had in his whole career. Obviously, the Eagles have never put together a top 5 offensive line since he's been there. Although they've been good, they've never been a top 5 offensive line. And last year, they were 7 with the Colts. The year prior to that, they were, I think, 4. So the Colts have a great team, and Jonathan Taylor behind him, pounding the rock in. The way they use Nyheim Hines, the way that he flourished last year, this team is really in a good position to contend, and they're going to be winning games because of that defense.
My thing is, hey, Carson Wentz, you want some ice cream? I don't think that he's gonna stay upright, and that's why I worry. Like, and I know that we're not in the industry of predicting fucking injuries, but I'm also in the industry of being of helping you guys bet and pick fantasy players with caution. Is this going to be a quarterback that I'm rostering in fantasy this year? You are not going to see a Rumboyz roster with Carson Wentz. Like the same thing that happened.
It really depends on the format too, But if it's like super,
I don't even want it. Why? If I could go, why would I have Carson Wentz if I could go Josh Allen and fucking it's like QB1, and I can go maybe like Stafford in LA at QB2. Sure. Like I would do that. Like that is something I could definitely see myself doing. As old, if we're gonna predicate on age, and we just roasted the fuck out of Phillip Rivers, I'll go Big Ben as my QB2
over Wentz.
Over Wentz.
It's also going to depend if it's redraft or dynasty too, because Wentz is still young too. He still has that youth factor.
I'm about getting championships. I'm about getting rings.
Listen, I won 3 fantasy leagues last year. Big Ben is 1 cheeseburger away from an offensive lineman.
Bro, I agree with that, but I'm telling you straight up, like that's something that I would do. Like I'm not trusting Wentz. Like and then Bogart's like, come on, Rob.
I think it's fair not to trust him, but to say that he won't be rostered in Superflex Dynasty leagues, I think he'll be like, definitely a quarterback 3 or 4 on someone's team.
Yeah, you're right. If you'll be a QB3 on someone's team, if they decide they want to roster 3 QBs, you're right. Wentz will be a QB3.
Man. Yeah, just for depth.
I think it's crazy to think he won't be a QB2.
He's going to be a QB2 on the person that's desperate for a QB2 in Superflex.
Yeah, but he'll be a QB2, so he won't be there for someone to have him as their QB3.
Give it to him, Justin.
Give me Heineke. Give me Heineke. I'll take Heineke.
No. Hell yeah. Give me some Heineken, boys. Give me some Heineken.
Hold on.
No way. I think the Wentz standards got too far.
Yeah, wait, hold on. QB2 is top 24. So we're saying Wentz isn't going to be a top 24 fantasy QB.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying?
That's crazy.
He could be a top 24 QB, not on my motherfucking team.
Tell him, Hustler.
Not on my team. Not on my team.
Yo, listen, I don't know what was in that drink, Robbie, but you got to check it, bro.
I'm talking about. I am not drafting Carson Wentz, who's going to break on me.
But you'll draft
Why-
Matthew Stafford, who breaks every year.
Yeah, that was a good point.
Bro,
I think-
I would greatly take that risk in LA.
What's the difference?
Stafford, give me that. Give me that. I can recover from fucking Matthew Stafford. Carson Wentz, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I've never been a believer of Carson Wentz. I feel like the MVP season, it was a fucking fluke. The whole Super Bowl, you only got a ring, Wentz, because Big Dick Nick pulled it off and held it down.
Get out of here with that big
Brady,
dick.
because Brady can't hold it down. Because Brady can't hold it down against NFC East teams in the big
He
game.
beat the Eagles once. All right, let's calm down.
The only good thing that Big Dick Nick has going, the only thing that Big Dick Nick has is that he has a big dick that allows him to not get away from pressure because it weighs him down.
He has is that he beat Brady, and he'll go down as a legend for that.
Wentz is going to be the new Brady. He's going to pop out for 200 to 300 yards and 2 TDs a week. Occasionally pop off for like a 300, maybe twice in the season. Pop out for 350 to 400. But it's going to be a run first. He's going to throw play action passes, quick slants, and he's just going to be good.
Wentz will be a QB2, but not on Robbie's team.
Right,
Y'all better
my take.
fucking plot, plan, and meticulate to make sure that he ends up on my damn roster. Y'all better grab every single fucking QB before him to make sure that don't happen, because I ain't grabbing him.
Okay, Robbie. So here's my take. If I were to tell you that his 2019 season with a million receivers you could never name in your life was 27-7 with 4,000 yards, and then it went bad with the O-line this year without any receivers, and it was actually worse in that spot, you would not say he's that bad. And his only major injury was the ACL twice, which is a concern, but I will also pull out that argument with any quarterback.
Did you say 2 ACLs?
Yeah, Deshaun Watson as well.
Wasn't Alex Smith your quarterback last year and led you to the playoffs?
Did I ever draft Alex Smith in fantasy?
Deshaun Watson.
Go ahead, finish your take, because I gotta bring up a guest.
I mean, I understand it's a concern if you're gonna have 2 ACL surgeries are an issue, but then you have to take a lot of quarterbacks out of it because they play a lot of football and they get hurt a lot in high school, college, and the NFL. So multiple quarterbacks have had multiple ACL injuries in the same leg, and they've recovered. And I'm not really concerned long term. And he's really had one bad year. Last year was terrible.
I don't care because of his injuries. I'm willing to be wrong about Carson Wentz.
It's one injury.
It's 2. They're back-to-back injuries of the same damn thing. It's gonna happen. He is Sam Bradford. He is Sam Bradford fucking 2.0. He is Sam Bradford 2.0.
Sam Bradford never had an MVP year.
He's Dalvin Cook.
Sam Bradford's agent is a legend, by the way. No man has ever made so much money and done so little on a football field.
Nick Foles.
Or he's Dalvin Cook from this year.
Bro, so when
coming back from 2 years of injuries.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make sure that this ends up in post production. I'll make sure that post production gets this segment. We're right here at the 49-minute mark. Here's what I'm gonna say. All right, we'll make sure that post production gets this one, and we'll see when he breaks. When he breaks, and this motherfucker's in a wheelchair, and they got 7 wins, and that's the only 7 wins they have. Maybe Jacoby Brissett comes in and gets them the one extra win. Now they have 8. When that happens,
wow,
dude, they are easy.
With Rivers last year, with how well they did, I just don't see it being that
10-6 at worst.
I got $100 on 10 wins.
Keep what I said on SportsMe. If Wentz is healthy, you repeat exactly 11-5, and then you fall short.
They win that playoff game.
I think that's what
Rivers.
Right
they
now.
win that playoff game with Wentz instead of Rivers. And I love the Bills.
Hey,
stop that.
Representing the Fantasy Fantasy Football Podcast, and then also newly fantasy baseball analyst of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, also Rumboyz NFL AM personality, also part of the Sleeper Wire Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the fantasy spin.
Thank you very much. Sam Bradford stole from the NFL. I will say that. He stole.
Respect to him, though, for it.
Bro, Carson Wentz stole an MVP and a lot of money.
He earned an MVP.
What is the
didn't
actual
win the MVP?
What is our actual topic? What was
He
the
didn't win that.
actual
Brady
topic
got
of this
that
one?
Right.
What?
I said he earned that. He earned that.
Brady
season.
The actual topic was how much better is Wentz than Rivers. I feel like he's going to be exactly what Rivers is. If he's healthy, he'll be exactly what Rivers is. If he's not healthy, this team goes 7-9.
I mean, you're talking about a 40-year-old quarterback who's on his last legs, where Carson Wentz still potentially could have a bright future in the NFL. Like, look at Ryan Tannehill. If somebody brought him up, I don't know. I mean, change of scenery is something that you need. Not everyone. It happens. It just. I'm happy the Eagles did it because I hope they fall flat on their faces. Being a Cowboys fan.
Same.
Yeah.
So
I'm
happy.
What's up, bro? What's up, dude? It's a long time no see, buddy.
I'm a Washington fan, but I hope the same. I'm a Washington fan, so I hope the same.
Better than Phillip? The hope is that he's better than Phillip. I mean, you guys were talking about
throws the ball like he just slept on his shoulder all night.
Dude, he's him and Cam Newton. I don't know who looks like they're hurting.
Yo, stop it! Don't you ever disrespect Phillip Rivers like that again. Cam Newton is the worst quarterback I've ever seen.
When they throw the ball, I'm saying when they push it, when they shot.
No, I know. Listen, I had to go through a whole year of Cam Newton.
Cam Newton might be.
You're a Patriots fan. I heard you before.
Cam Newton might be the worst quarterback ever to win the MVP.
I can agree with that. Cam Newton is the most overrated quarterback of this generation.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
But
that running ability, though.
I'm not going to allow. I won't allow that type of Cam standard for his overall career. But with that being said, when you're looking at last year, absolutely. But for his overall career, I will not allow that.
His overall career is going to get him into the Hall of Nothing.
I'm not saying that, but that slander it's for his whole career. That man, MVP winner, went to a Super Bowl. That
in his MVP season, he completed 59% of his passes.
You just gotta put some respect on his name. Also, the fact that he transcendently helped change the game of football with. He
transcendently can't throw the ball.
He started a new age of quarterback.
Yeah, and then he brought in the Lamar Jackson.
Exactly.
Yeah, who also can't throw the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, new age. And Cam is the worst.
Really quick, if you guys aren't,
but he is the greatest college quarterback ever with Auburn.
Ooh.
Really quick, if you guys aren't ready,
did what he could do in dominating game in college.
Ron Dane was a hell of a running back in college too.
Quarterback of all time, no debate.
Really quick, if you guys haven't already, hit us up on Twitch. Give us a follow on Twitch. We're kind of close to we're kind of close, not real close, but kind of close, 20 more, 30 more. We're there. So keep showing that love, keep showing that support. Let's go ahead and get in.
Hey, can I jump in real quick? I put an over under 10 wins poll on SportsMe. So anybody watching, hop on SportsMe, give me an answer. I want to know by the end of the show.
I was going to ask what the odds are. 10 wins.
Download SportsMe. Link is also in the description. Link is also here in the chat. Make sure y'all go ahead and download the SportsMe app. Let's go ahead and get into our next topics. And Spin, you're going to get to start this one off, brother. Thank you for hopping in on the show. Bogart said that he'll be here soon.
Yeah,
the Carolina Panthers made a series of cuts this past week, including defensive tackle Quan Short and safety Trey Baldson, and I don't remember who else, but a total of about 3 players. And maybe about 2 more to come. The defense is already ranked 26 overall in the league. And the NFL rumor mill is now churning up rumors about Christian McCaffrey and a combination of some draft picks from Carolina for Deshaun Watson. Is this organization and Matt Rule in the right frame of mind? Or have they gone cuckoo for motherfucking Cocoa Puffs?
You're thinking about trading Christian McCaffrey, really?
Come on.
I get it because okay, let's restart, but you're gonna do all of that for Deshaun when you still have to figure out your team. Your defense sucks. You gotta. They're clearing up cap space by releasing all of these guys, but if they traded Christian McCaffrey, but the Texans, I guess you'd have to think about it. Would you do that, though, if you're the Texans? Because who the hell's going to be your quarterback to hand it off to Christian McCaffrey? They're going to bring Matt Schaub out of retirement, like, and sign him for a ridiculous deal.
Brock
Like, it's
Osweiler,
just-
maybe I heard.
Right?
Josh
Like,
McCown.
I just don't think the Texans. I understand that you're going to get the best running back in the game, but like you'd have to look at it as the whole because the Texans still have a whole slew of stuff that they need to figure out. So,
I heard Manziel was looking for a job. So
oh god,
Damn straight.
Tim Tebow retired from baseball, so maybe he wants to pursue a
Yo,
football
Skip
career again.
Bayless
You
is
know,
shaking in his boots right now.
Johnny Manziel is not good at football. I watched him play last Saturday night, and he is not good at football.
I mean, to say,
Oh.
a
guys,
side
hey,
note, Side note, Sven, I
we're
also
gonna try
retired
to
from
do it.
baseball.
Come on.
oh nice.
Hey guys,
Nice.
Yeah.
Manziel said after they lost, we lose, we booze.
Oh nice.
There you go.
I met Johnny Manziel.
I feel like that would have been a fun meet, and that's exactly what I expect from Manziel coming out of his mouth. He would have been. He's going to be perfect for the XFL.
So how are you
Yeah,
gonna handle
that'll
this
be
when
a
he's like,
problem.
well,
No,
we lose
he's
it.
not good enough to
What we
play
do.
in the XFL.
Yeah, it'll be
Anybody
perfect for the
else
XFL with the beer showers and all those things. The shotgunning
Right.
after the games.
I will
It's
go
all
with
for
Manziel and just-
ratings.
Something's in the water in Carolina if they're thinking of doing this.
Let's go to Justin.
That's it.
See, I disagree with you, Sven, and it's because I think they don't have anything. They're not playing to win to this year. You know,
not
And,
anytime soon.
yeah, running back. You know, how long is Christian McCaffrey going to be good for? Probably, 4 or 5 more years of elite performance before he falls off. That ledge, and. I mean, as a quarterback, you could last a lot longer. They could build a team around him some and actually, try and be good in the future at some point and get the max value of what they could out of Christian McCaffrey. Because, I mean, he's also an elite talent. So they could try to, put something together instead of just wasting Christian McCaffrey's best years of his career.
The Panthers, they're more smoked out than I am. Like that's what I'm gonna say. Like they're everything is wrong with them right now. They're full rebuilding mode. Like when they got rid of Ron Rivera, like that's when they should have just went in full rebuilding mode because they hate Teddy Bridgewater.
Clearly.
Now you're all rumors about trading Christian McCaffrey. Like, what are you doing to your stars on offense? Like, I mean, what kind of team morale are we building in the offseason? Like they're going to be the new Texans is what it's going to be. Like, who's going to want to play for them? That's what it's coming to. Who the hell?
We have the Panthers being the new Texans, and I know Garrett said that the Eagles are the new Browns. So far, these are the new comparisons we've drawn this out.
Oh my god.
Oh no, and I said Carson Wentz is going to be Lieutenant Dan again. So
Yeah, they got some young studs on defense, Brian Burns and Jeremy Chin. I mean, shit, best young safety in the game right now. So I mean, they got some pieces to build around. I mean, Trey Boston's getting up there, so I understand why they got rid of him. But talking about trading Christian McCaffrey, that's just the stupidest thing that I've heard, even though it is for someone like Watson. But Christian McCaffrey literally is your team, the face of your team right now, and every fan, I'm sure, will hate you if you trade Christian McCaffrey away.
Really quick. Packers GOAT keeps asking this, comes into the chat every day and asks this. And I haven't answered it yet, honestly. That's my
Probably
fault.
Jalen.
That's persistence. You said every day. I love that.
Dude, every time we're live, who's better,
Hey,
Jay?
fucking answer me, Robbie. Answer me every day.
Dude, it's Jalen. It's Jalen.
This
bro.
year would prove that it was Jalen, right?
Yeah,
Like
this
he
year would
absolutely.
prove-
I didn't realize how good of a year he
Yeah.
really had, but he
I'll take
dominated.
the Gilly lock, baby.
And that's the thing. I know, Anthony, you can shut your whore mouth with that. I know the Gilmore was that potential guy before the season.
Harry, you're just mad because you don't even have a
it's not
fucking
even a
corner on the
debate.
team.
I even
Are you
said
a Patriots
Gilmore.
and a Yankees fan?
I said Gilmore is potentially the best before the year went. And when I saw last year, and you got to give credit where it's due, it's what have you done for me lately in this league? And Jalen Ramsey's the number one corner in this league, and there's no debate.
But he's been doing it. Like he's been doing it and doing it well.
He really
So,
has every
like,
single
like-
year.
Like the reason why
Jair Alexander
why-
is awesome though. He's really
He's
good.
top 5
the reason
easily.
why
Top
I
3
haven't been answering his question because like I know I'm gonna break his heart. Like, and we just all pretty much broke his heart. Like,
Don't
hey,
worry,
even the chat
Star's
was
in the
like,
chat right now. He's
I mean,
a
come on.
Packers fan too, so they'll be able to cuddle each other.
He's gonna have to
Oh,
post a new
man.
question then in the chat.
everyone. He's like, I gotta go with my man Jair. See, like that's why I didn't do it because I already knew what you're gonna say. Like, it made no fucking sense. Like it was pointless.
Look at your photo, my bad.
Like congrats. Like Hey, great debate. Like, all right.
I think he's like third or fourth in the league, though. So I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
he's definitely He's I'd say Ramsey, Tre'Davious White, and then maybe Jair could be there. Ladies and gentlemen,
Disrespect.
of the GM Network,
Gilly's
of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, Luigi / motherfucking finally, god damn it, Bogart scot-free.
Hey, give me money.
Coming in hot.
Hey, check this out. So I'm
Got
at the grocery store, right, on a supply run, because that's what we call it in the apocalypse, right? And bruh, it was a shitload of cops. Somebody tried to rob the cash dude. You know, the dude that comes and picks up the cash from the joint? Yeah, so you know that's an inside job. So like they were like blocking everything off. They were like filtering because I guess he tried to run back in the store.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like
Nice.
yeah, so like, you know,
That's always the best plan.
and you know what's crazy is like if you think about the world we're living in, everybody's masked up. Like all you got to do is like switch a shirt or
Yeah,
something.
right.
You know what I mean? Like switch a shirt, boom, and I'm out here. I'd stand in line with groceries, like oh no, that ain't me. You know what I mean? Like, but it was crazy because you know I'm walking outside with my groceries and me and my girl, and I'm like trying to ear hustle everything because there's cops everywhere. And one of the cops was like, well, I didn't have my mask on, and he wasn't wearing a mask, so I couldn't apprehend him.
Bro,
I'm like, what?
I'm gonna be honest.
Take his ass fucking down.
You had me
Take his ass
motherfucking
down.
panicking, bro. I'm like, where is he? He's never done this before. I don't even know where he is. This motherfucker.
It's the adventures of Bogart.
Bogart was the one trying to take the money. That was it.
All right,
Hey.
hey.
You know, I usually make them give me the money. You know, I'm not the take money network. You know what I mean? You gotta give me that thing.
That's what you said to him, though.
This is
and then
my
he called the
choice, not
cops on it,
force. You know what I mean? It's like pimping. You know what I mean?
You asked for it, and he just gave it to you.
But you gotta understand from my standpoint, like
Robbie's like, did you think about me in this situation?
No,
dog? Like, you
like,
just,
like,
let
my-
me know.
my
Like, what
well-being.
the-
bro,
I let him know.
No,
I let him
no,
know at 5:09. I text him like 5:09 my time.
Bruh, you said that you were gonna be late, and you said it was gonna be by a couple of minutes,
I
dog.
didn't say, no. You can look at it. You can screenshot it. I said I'm gonna be late. I didn't specify it because you know
Bro.
what I'm
We can
saying?
check the group chat
Hey.
later. We'll see who is right here, and we will post it in Discord.
Hey,
Anyways, Carson Wentz is gonna be that guy, bruh.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
no, he says, but I'll let you know if so. And
See? And then I did in the group chat.
doesn't let me know if he's gonna be late. Like,
Listen, Bogart's
Like,
late, and Luigi's about to show up in like 15 minutes.
Nice.
yo, hey, I was scared as a brother.
Boing,
I was scared as an uncle. I was fucking bro. I was ready to sit on the surface.
As a brother's uncle. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Oh, all right. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue with the and wrap this up because we got to get into halftime here soon.
the show must go on.
Are we on Monique right now?
I
for the
think Garrett or Monique, one of the two. I think.
it's
Right?
Garrett or Monique. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, money.
Is it Garrett? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
Garrett.
Oh yeah, and what up to everybody for the first time meeting y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Right. Yeah.
what's up?
I figure backstage
I
maybe
got- I
the
got
after
my-
party,
We
the
got a
after
whole
show.
new gang in here.
Got my unwrapped squad right here. Brought him
Right?
with me. You know how
Pleasure
it
to
is.
meet y'all.
What
Go ahead, Garrett.
question are we on?
We're on the Panthers one. We're on the Panthers
Oh,
one.
the Panthers one.
That's how
Oh,
you know I'm on the show. Right when I get on the show, we're taking this thing off the rails.
Menage!
there we go. I think the Panthers trade for Deshaun Watson would take a 5-win team that didn't make the playoffs to an 8-win team that doesn't make the playoffs. They're going to have to give up too much, especially if they give up CMC to do it. It's not worth it. I think that's the hardest thing with the Deshaun Watson trade. Anybody going after him, you're going to have to give up so much. I mean, I love the guy's
They
talent,
can
but I
have
don't want
Bosa from us. Take Nick Bosa.
him. Take Nick Bosa.
I love him, but listen, if it means we get Watson.
Yeah, the Niners are actually one of the few teams I think are in a position to actually try to go get him because they could give up and enough to get him and still be competitive. But somebody like the Panthers or even my Bears going after him, you're just going to have to give up so much to get him. You aren't going to see any return from it for at least 2 years.
Go with the shits. Hustler. Are the Panthers in the right frame of mind, right frame of mind right now, or not?
I don't think you're in the right frame of mind. It's
Yeah, I am.
You're going the wrong way,
Going
homie.
the other way.
We need to go that way.
I told you as soon as I get on the show, bro.
Bogard, you messed it up, bro.
Well, no,
Monique.
do we go to? Do we go to? Oh yeah, we go to Monique.
Yeah,
Okay,
Monique.
All right, Paul, Monique. Damn it.
The right order.
Don't
Give me
see
my
dough.
name.
Hey, Monique, do you think the Panthers are making the right moves here?
Absolutely not. Everybody is like pretty much like preaching to my gospel right now. CMC is just too much of a like to give him up with just for Deshaun Watson. I get it, but that's just too much, and like they're not going to go anywhere anytime soon, which they're probably not planning to do. At least this year, at least what a lot of people have said. So I mean, for sure, yeah, exactly, 6 or 7 wins, maybe 8, give or take, but. That's not the right frame of mind. They have more things that they have to work on, including their defense and figure that out. So that's my take.
Monique, you just ended your take with the defense. Do you feel like if you're going to look at any potential former piece, the man I'm about to mention is actually your former piece of the Texans at this point. You're getting rid of Trey Boston. You're getting rid of Short. Wouldn't I want to go and get a dominant piece, maybe like J.J. Watt, and not have to and keep Teddy Two Gloves and not have to worry about Deshaun Watson?
We're using the word dominant loosely.
No, for sure. Yeah.
You solve your problems.
Yeah,
you solve your problems at losing Short. Now you got Watt that can come off that edge, bring some pressure. And then, excuse me. Pardon me, I apologize. But then you can, go ahead and you just keep Teddy Two Gloves and roll him out another gear. And then
Teddy Roosevelt?
Teddy Roosevelt. Go ahead, Bogart. Take it away.
Yeah, I love Teddy Two Gloves. I only like him because of the nickname. I think he's actually trash.
Should the Panthers maybe make this?
By the way, I like Teddy Roosevelt a lot more.
Yeah, I like Teddy Roosevelt a lot more.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt. That's a Bogart original. Teddy Two Gloves was already existed.
The Darnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Darnold Schwarzenegger. Oh yeah, like the Terminator.
Darnold Schwarzenegger.
That's
Bobby Anderson, the string bean.
The string bean.
He's 100 pounds.
He's the string bean, bro.
Yeah, he's string bean.
When he was with the Jets, he was the green bean.
I like 6'2".
Yeah, he was the green bean.
Nice.
That's why I wanted him to go to the Packers so I could still call him the green bean, but string beans suffice. You know what I mean?
But are the Panthers out of their mind, Bogart? Looking at McCaffrey and a couple of picks for Deshaun Watson.
They're not out of their mind. I mean, who isn't trying to get Watson, right? And you can't house both CMC and Watson because CMC has the biggest bag at that position. And I mean, if you look at what you and LQ, you guys were breaking down minus CMC and Saquon. What's his name? Miles Davis. Mike Davis was what? Maybe they feel like, well, we could do a year with Mike Davis. You know what I mean?
Way to recall back to last night's show. Good job.
He balled. Mike Davis balled out. You know what I mean? So
they just did a year with Mike Davis. So.
Exactly. So now they know, okay, this guy. He actually. Tell me this. He was like CMC light. I mean,
no.
And then
I wouldn't say CMC like, but he was
diet CMC.
Serviceable for sure.
He was more like Coke Zero. Coke Zero.
Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. You know what I mean?
He was like the cherry vanilla Coke.
He was like
Diet cherry vanilla.
Select.
I was gonna say,
Cherry vanilla is actually fucking good.
Yeah, that's fire as hell. Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I've ever had that one. The vanilla Coke was.
It's amazing, but
I like
just
grape
look at that.
soda. Like grape soda, you don't really run into it too much. That grape soda's fire.
That grape drink.
Orange soda too is
I want
underrated.
purple drink.
Oh my god.
Some of that purple drink.
I want drink.
Purple drank, boys. I had a guy that used to work with me that educated me. It's the purple drank. The purple drank.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Purple drank.
Hey, really quick before we go
Diet seltzer
That's
water.
promethazine with codeine, by the way.
God damn it.
Who's taking by the way, on this topic?
It's mine. That's why we're everywhere. Listen, Watson, I think he doesn't want. I think maybe jumping in bed with Brady and them over there ain't so bad because Breeze is probably going to be gone. You know what I mean? You got Matt Ryan who's probably on the way out. So maybe, it's a division where he can compete. That's why I thought maybe going to the Dolphins or the Jets would suffice more, where he could just duke it out with Josh Allen for I mean, because he's not going to go to the Broncos. I know a lot of people say he might go to the Broncos. Like, he's not going to jump in bed with Mahomes, you know what I mean? Like, and Herbert even. Like, let alone my Niners. I mean, you got Russell Wilson and the $17 million bionic man Stafford. You know what I mean? Like, it's just maybe Kyler Murray's there too. Like, I don't know. I think Watson even should just stay put. He just sucks that he hates where he's at. You know what I mean?
For Watson, it sucks that he hates where he's at. I don't think that he should go to Carolina because of part of why he is mad at Houston for reasons that Carolina has had a history of some of this same shit that I'm not going to necessarily go into. So I mean, Watson, this whole Watson McCaffrey thing, I'm not a fan of, and that's my take, short and simple. Watson, go somewhere else. Spin. How do you feel, bro?
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know where Watson is going to end up, right? Like, do we? I mean, it's look at what Wentz. What did Wentz just get? A potential first round, right? And like a third round, and it's like a conditional
And
second, I think.
rub.
Hey,
Right, and a back, exactly, exactly. So, like,
what is this? What is the understanding of this? It's like 70% of the Wentz has to play 70% of the
He
snaps.
has to play 70% of the snaps. Yeah.
So
Just
if
And
I-
to make the
70%
playoffs.
and make the
Very
playoffs, or
possible.
75% and not make the playoffs.
so
you're gonna
if
give
I-
the ball to Jonathan Taylor 30 times a game now, and it's very possible that
Well,
Wentz
if I'm the
could end up
Colts-
playing the full season.
if I'm the Colts and I start to realize, all right, we're out of this race, I bench Wentz and only give up a third.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
exactly what I would do.
Jacoby Brissett is not. I mean, he's
not bad.
The
awful. He's not
grilled beef
awful.
Jacoby
I
Brissett.
don't know whose take it is. I think it's a mess, but I haven't had mine.
Oh yeah. Have at it.
Hey, turn you up to 40, man. I know you're at 30, but I'm like, yo, turn that thing up, Jake.
Yeah, let me turn your mic up, Jake.
Like how you know his audio level.
He needs a Bogart mic. That's what
Mine
it.
is
Yo, he's actually at 30.
I know. That's it.
So
He
mine
prefers
is
to be
this:
there.
they're not trading him. Watson has not actually really had offers for him, in terms of like what the team will trade him for. They said that we have him under contract. He can walk away, but we're not going to trade him. We've signed him. He signed the contract. That's it. So they're not
Used to
trading
be
him.
his
And
crib
this
walking.
deal doesn't make sense because why would you bring back a running back if you're going to try to rebuild? There's no reason
agree.
to bring back a running back to a team that's going to take 2 years to rebuild if you trade
So they
him.
brought back DJ?
I don't see it. I don't see it either. I mean, I think it's gonna.
But no, for Deshaun Watson, you're not. They said they're not trading him, and if he wants to walk away, that's
Right.
fine. He's
He's going to hold out, blood.
Okay, fine. Let him hold out and take those 4 weeks and come back and eventually realize he has to play 12 games a year. He can hold out, but he signed the contract
needs his
for
money.
4 years.
He needs his
They
money.
paid him.
It's
So-
true. Absolutely.
true.
I
He signed the
agree.
contract,
Me
they're
money.
not
Needs
trading
his
him.
money.
And they said, they actually
Shillings.
said, we're not fielding offers. And the team has not picked it up. They're like, oh, no, he signed the contract.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
But
So,
all right,
he's gone.
Hey, Jake. All of us together, like in terms of Spin, Justin, Bogart, like yourself, all of us together, just on the Rumboy side, not even counting Unwrapped. We've all been in this industry for the last 3-4 years plus. Okay, 2, 3, 4 years plus, and we have seen a lot of crazy shit happen. So can't we just honestly admit that maybe there's a benefit of doubt that they could say that they're not fielding offers?
Well,
You
here's
can
the thing.
say-
They haven't picked up the phone. I would say that, but they have not picked up the phone. They're like, no, he's gonna.
Hey, I could
That's it.
say
They've not had
Action
contact.
Deshaun
They called
Watson.
about
No.
it, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna talk about the Watson thing." No,
This
they
is
hung
why
up
the NFL is
immediately.
a business. But this is why the NFL is a business.
Where's
After-
Miles? Does he have an
after-
insider?
After, bro,
Miles is with Deshaun Watson
look at
right
the
now.
microphone.
Right? He's
Well,
at
I
his
would say
house
this,
staying
if it was
warm because
GMs
Texas
that
sucks
were
right
saying
now.
No,
anonymously, like
listen,
there's
hear me out,
interest.
hear me out,
But
hear me
no,
out, hear me out,
they've
hear me
not
out.
even fielded offers. Once it was brought up, no, we hung up.
Hear me out.
He's
Hear me out.
retiring,
I
or
could
he's
say, I could say, Rumboyz Fantasy Network is not accepting any more mergers after Unwrapped Sports. But guess what? The fuck? There's something up my goddamn sleeve and nobody even knows about it. So we're locked and loaded.
I
can
know.
say
There-
nothing.
there's
He
something
cares like I
going
know.
Said they were hung
Really?
up when they brought it up.
It's
Shit.
called coach speak.
What
You know what I
man?
mean?
They-
Or it's
GMs
GM
have
speak,
said
whatever
they
you
will
want to
not be
call
able
it.
to get to them. It
Or-
was, they
or-
hung
or
up.
it's
They said
negotiating.
once it was Watson, they hung up. That's it. Like, no,
I
we're not
agree.
taking offers at all. It's done.
Yeah.
To Robbie's point,
they're
up
not even
until 2
listening.
days
They're
ago,
saying
the
he's
tag
walking away
on
from
Wentz
football
was
or he's
2
playing for it.
first rounders.
That's it.
Yeah.
But he signed for it. And
Thank
that's the
you,
thing, when
Garrett.
he
But
signed the
also,
contract,
but
he was
also
done.
Wentz probably didn't want to go anywhere too, so that's why they had to settle for that. You know what I
But
mean?
no, we got to think
Yo.
about this too. It doesn't matter what, like, the franchise says, right? But these GMs have said where it's like we've called and mentioned like the Watson trade, and they've hung up. They're not taking offers. He's gonna walk away from football, or he's gonna play for them.
But
he signed a contract for 3 years, and they haven't listened to offers because they're not trading him.
once again, this
But
is
if they
something.
do, why would you take back a running back who's aging, and when you rebuild, he's done?
Right.
Getting a lot of
Hey,
money. It
our
doesn't make
Texans
sense.
insider is even already said everyone has their price. Like,
There he
maybe-
is.
But they
And
haven't
also,
listened to an
it-
offer.
Yeah.
He's
That's
safe
my
down
thing.
in Houston, your area, my man. I know.
Well, Jake, and
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, he's safe.
And we also think, guys, this trade can't happen till May for the cap relief.
Which makes it better for us reporters.
yeah.
Right, it's gonna be
So why would they
suspicion,
field
but-
offers right now?
After the
Exactly.
draft.
So I'll put it like this. So I know I'm one
Yeah,
of
had to
the,
be at the draft. Yeah.
I think I'm one of the last that hasn't really given a take, and it'll be quick. I don't think the Panthers, who we were focusing on, I don't think they're out of whack here. I don't think they're in the wrong state of mind. I think they have a competent coaching staff. The fact that they were able to retain Brady as their offensive coordinator is a big time move. He's very
Yeah,
innovative.
shout out to Joe Brady.
They went the whole year without CMC. They dealt with injuries, and this was the first time that they had the coaching staff together with no offseason. So you're going to run it back next year. I don't think they trade Watson. Sorry, I don't trade. They think they trade CMC. If they do, they can get a haul back. I don't think he would be involved in the Deshaun Watson trade, but I think they're listening to offers for him from other teams.
Especially
So
because
if
he's a
that's-
running back with a big ass bag. And he
If
just
that's
had
the
injury.
case, you're going to bring in a first, if not multiple firsts, and you'll potentially be able to even swindle more. That's one of the most transcendent running backs we've seen when healthy. So, and he fits perfectly with the modern day
unicorn,
NFL.
bruh. He's the
It's
white
perfect.
running back.
Yep.
Exactly, and he
You
fits
never
perfectly.
see these.
You never do ever. It's like Kyle
And it's not
Juszczyk and
even a
like Peyton
novelty.
Hillis.
For
Exactly.
me, for me, it's less. It's less about like the whole.
He's everything
Watson
Zach
thing.
Zenner wanted to be.
No, I like that team.
Oh,
I
Zach
like the
Zenner.
direction. I like the direction they're heading. If that's what Teddy throws a lot or Roosevelt, like you said, I love that name by the way, Bogey.
Yes,
And-
former president.
Exactly. Salute.
The
So
vacuum guy?
if they keep him, I'm fine with that. With a healthy CMC, if you get DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel, who by the way had a great year last year, let's put some respect
Fuck
on
Curtis
his-
Samuel. You stole so many touchdowns from me.
Yeah, let's put some respect on Curtis Samuel's name, by the way. So, and I think the Panthers, they're not a bad ran franchise, and going from Rivera to Rule is right on trend with the rest of the league. I don't think they trade CMC. I don't think it's crazy to talk trades with anyone. Like Peacock said in the chat, and that was about Watson, I'll bring it to anyone. Everyone has their price. Everyone has a price tag. So when it comes down to it and you walk into that office and you say, here's what we're going to give you for CMC for a team that won, 6 games last year? And you're saying, let me get off this big contract. We think we're confident in Mike Davis. We're going to draft another guy in the 2nd or 3rd round, and we're going to continue to load up here with all these assets. I don't call that crazy at all.
Listen, man. I
And to
want my
quote
Niners to
Teddy
get him, man.
Roosevelt, all I ask is a square deal for every man.
Yeah.
Well said.
And bro, he has a clock. Show him where you have it tatted.
Huh?
Show him where you have that quote
Lower
tatted.
back, baby. Lower back, baby.
Low back.
I
Nice.
can't show on camera. I'm sorry, guys.
It says go deep right below it.
It says enter here.
Just a
Comment.
square deal.
All in.
play or retire. Like, what the hell is that? Like, if
Yeah,
you're on the
but
other
no,
end of this
he's under
and the team
contract
wants to
for 3 years.
trade you, you have no leverage, none
Hey.
whatsoever. You're gone. This is a shit attitude to have. If he wants out, they need to get him out.
They
I
need
mean,
to get him out. No, I agree.
I don't
agree
care if
with
it
Garrett.
takes
They don't really
6
have to,
fucking
though. That's the
picks.
problem.
It's also
Garrett,
being a
doesn't
good
wanna
human
play there,
being, too.
trade him.
No, Garrett,
I'll be like, I'll kind
Garrett-
of play.
Garrett, I'm gonna strengthen exactly what you just said even more. If I am the Texans, why am I gonna give myself horrible fucking PR, especially in this day and age with the player get out mentality when I've already been fucking called out for saying, well, we shouldn't let the inmates run the goddamn prison. If I've already
But
been
that
called
man
out
has
on this
died by
shit,
now.
hold on. If I've already been called out on this, and I already have bad press from this standpoint, and this is part of the reason why this motherfucking quarterback is pissed.
Hey,
Why
I
am I
wanna-
gonna? Why am I going to
wanna
push
point
the envelope?
something out.
Why am I going to push the envelope even more and piss off any other future potential player that come and play with me? That sounds fucking that is business suicide. That is business. That is how to take a fucking team.
No, I'll tell you,
one-on-one.
because quarterbacks aren't easy to find. I would tell Watson to fuck off too, bro. I need
Hey,
a
if you're
quarterback.
I'm Watson and the
I
GM
would
tells
too.
me that, I'm
like
going
last time
out and
contract,
throwing
man.
3
You could've
incomplete
walked away.
passes
Bro,
every
you-
possession.
like I said,
I agree with the two next to me right
Nah,
here. Both
bro.
of these
If
two guys right
quarterbacks
here.
are hard to find, if I'm the Texans, I would say, yeah, Deshaun, you want to
And-
trade?
and
All right,
think
that's
about this.
cool. I don't want to
And
trade you.
I've
Go sit
said
down.
this before. The NFL is not the NBA. The
Bro,
NBA,
exactly. You can-
Harden puts a fat suit on. He tells the league to go fuck off. He
NBA
tells the
is
league to
a
fuck off, and he gets exactly what he wants. And they get
Hey,
a
he
haul
really
in
had
return.
that fat suit for real. Though.
Anthony Davis fakes finger injuries in New Orleans and comes to the promised land and gets
You
a
can
haul
play
in
wherever you
return.
want to.
You
You do
Yeah,
whatever
like-
you want. You dictate what you want when you want it. The NFL is
NFL
not like that.
contracts
The
are
rosters-
guaranteed.
Rosters are much bigger, yeah.
But that's what makes this topic so much more, honestly, of kind of a hot but a topic, because it's like,
100%.
yo, like it's like
Well,
for
think about
Carolina,
this.
from Carolina's standpoint, it's like, yo, you just paid Christian McCaffrey a big ass bag. Houston, you just paid Deshaun Watson a big ass bag. Why the fuck are you? If you're honestly, I kind of now I'm starting to see it from Perry's frame of mind. It's like
100%, dude. And I'm not even talking just the Deshaun Watson trade either. Like, you just milk CMC for what
No,
he
but
is
here's the thing.
but
for the
here's
right
the-
offer.
Deshaun Watson just
Watson-
signed the contract. It's not like he did it 6 years ago and now he's like, I want out. Bro, you just signed it. You know what this team is. Would you expect them to play something
You
out
signed
of
up
that?
for this shit. You signed up for this
Carolina
shit.
just signed with McCaffrey.
Anthony,
I don't think
but-
they should sign McCaffrey. I mean, I don't think they should trade McCaffrey though.
Anthony,
McCaffrey's
I
goated.
agree with you from the team's view, right? Like, it's like, yeah, you just signed that contract. You're absolutely right. But the fact is that organization wants to win, right? You're not going to win it by keep forcing a player to play for you who
Okay,
doesn't
but
want to be there.
That's the other thing
So
too. This is
You
is
want to
different.
win, get rid of him. Get
No,
rid
but
of him
see-
because he's going to destroy your locker room.
See,
Because
I
he's
feel
not
like I
happy, and
disagree
he's
with
the
that because,
leader.
like Perry said, it's not basketball. If you go out in basketball and you dog it like Harden did, you put up 15 instead of your 30. You dog it in football, you're in the hospital.
Yeah, you're
No,
done.
no,
You can go out and throw 3 incomplete
No,
passes.
You can't dog it in football.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
incomplete
you can,
pass,
yeah.
and
You're on the bench.
You don't get
That's where you are.
touched.
And it's all non-guaranteed. It's all monopoly. It's all fucking monopoly money. So they say, here, you go out there in the most
Give me
physical
your
sport that we
guaranteed money,
have.
exactly.
Yeah, here is literally the most
Well, you're
physical
getting
sport that we
40
have
over
in
there,
The
America.
only way
So-
NFL players
and
ever have
39.
leverage in life is
He's
if they
getting
if they demand guaranteed contracts. That's why an NBA player can
Shout
be
out
like,
to
yeah,
Kirk
I ain't playing.
Cousins.
We all can't be
100%.
Fernando Tatis
100%.
Jr. and make,
Hey,
you know,
Kirk Cousins.
500
Yo,
million over
Fernando
the next 5
Tatis
years.
got robbed, bro.
Oh.
Fernando
Hey.
Tatis got robbed, by the way.
So we're gonna go
Guys,
ahead.
fans, we need
Hey.
to stop being on the owner's side of things. Like, I hate fans that agree with the owners. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
want
do
to
not-
add something though. I want to
No,
I'm
add
not
something.
on that. I'm not about that life. Get
Yeah.
paid and keep these stars happy because they're the ones making your money for
Exactly.
you.
They are making, yes,
I'm
they
with
are
that.
making.
I'm with
agree,
that.
Hey,
but
hey, I
you
say,
literally
I
have
say,
nothing in the
fuck,
contract
I
and
say,
use your
fuck the
leverage
owners
as a free
because
agent.
I work with the players. So fuck the owners.
I'm not all
Listen,
for an
I agree
NBA
with
type
everybody
situation
here
in the
on-
NFL.
Which is why we need to kick
but
Tino out of the
there
chat.
needs to be a
That
middle
too.
ground.
Watson
No,
didn't
I agree
do
with
it.
the two. But
Shout
I
out
just
to
think
Tino,
it
that's
makes
my
sense
guy.
in- It just makes
No,
sense in this.
not for
in this
putting
situation.
Oh, I missed what he put.
Jerry Jones for
Jerry Jones
Hey.
for president. Let's
Oh,
go
man,
ahead. We're gonna pull
This
this
is
one off.
Looking like a true
Hey.
cowboy.
Hey,
Jerry Jones
everybody-
can be
I'm just saying,
Hold on,
man.
let me add something. Remember when the Eagles said Carson Wentz finna be gone in the coming days? Then it's like it wasn't a couple days. It was like,
It took
the
2
other
weeks.
day.
It took a week. It took
Right?
a week and a half.
Took a
Yeah.
week.
Lakers. Yeah, a little bit.
But because you know why? If I'm like on the other side, if I'm Indy and I'm trying to get Wentz, and then you see Chicago was talking about giving up a first, and so was this and that. You start hearing all this shit, and then I'll be like, man, ain't nobody really offering that shit. They're just saying that shit. I'm gonna wait, then I'm gonna strike and get him for the low. You know what I mean?
It's all
This is-
fluff.
Yeah, they're just waiting to see
Yes.
how low the lowest possible they can offer. They can
And
get
like
for
Garrett
Watson.
said, do you remember when the price tag on Wentz was like a first?
Oh, they wanted
a
2
week
firsts?
ago?
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Yeah.
it fizzled out, and now they gave him a bag of peanuts and a fucking hand job.
Reality
So,
checks
there
in.
you go.
Exactly.
You let that fucking chill out for a little bit, and it's gonna fucking
He
happen.
came with a couple
No.
Philly cheesesteaks. You know
Hey.
what I
They
mean?
also,
Yeah,
hey,
you know,
I'll take some
a hug
Philly
and
cheesesteaks.
a sincere thank you is what that trade enticed. And like you all mentioned. mentioned, and I think the two next to me, at the end of the day, he signed that contract. So I'm with you, Hustler, 100%. If you're going to run any culture, treat your stars well. They're the ones that are the reason why you push the best product and the best production that you can. But if you're not going to do that, I'm not here to judge how you run a franchise, clearly. I'm here to analyze situations just like the rest of you guys. But he signed that contract. That term, you know what you signed up for is a real thing. And they do have a new general manager now. So it is, if anything, a new chance to have some decency and some organizational power. You know, so I feel like at the same time, it's also the NFL. You do not have leverage at all. Hopkins wasn't begging for a trade publicly the way Watson was. They shipped him out because that was poor decision by Bill O'Brien. And now this is a difference. He's trying to pull a Harden, and it just doesn't work like that with non-guaranteed contracts on a roster that's so large. It's just not the same league.
He has not pulling a Harden. This is an organization that has lied to him the entire offseason. They told him that he was going to be involved in the coach search, in the GM search. They were going to get his weapons, and they are doing none of that.
He's playing an AD. He's playing an AD leaving New Orleans. It's the same thing.
Every day. My boss lied to me every day, and I can't do anything about it. So
he's giving them a huge advance. A huge advance on time.
Hold up.
Okay, Robbie says we got to stop, so I'm going to shut up.
For leadership.
Pause. What I will say is this, okay, because we're going to go in and get into halftime with this. So we're going to give everybody a break. I need y'all to fan down the fire on your mics. If you got to get the motherfucking fire extinguisher, break that motherfucker out too, okay? Listen, all right? What I'm going to say is I would never run my organization in that manner. I want to take care of my people, and I'm always going to take care of my people. So I feel that the Texans are in the wrong, and that's where I'm going to leave it at. With that being said, and with that being stated, we are going to go ahead and get into halftime. We're going to have a word from our sponsors over at monkeyknifefight.com, and also we are going to get into a music video. I'm trying to think like how turn I want us to get like tonight. Like, honestly,
I'm thinking like an 8, dude, 8 or 9.
I got a bottle of Everclear downstairs.
Turn that bitch up to 15.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna keep this track. I'm gonna keep this track here in Colorado Springs. Actually, my homie Richard Dre, his album 12-1991 actually just dropped on DistroKid. During the break, I'll have to get the link for that joint for you guys. But his new album just dropped, and we're gonna get into one of his tracks right here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network called Rawsome. Dilly, y'all.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey, baby, I like it raw. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. My flow's atrocious, I hope you know this like hocus hocus. I make them put their hands up, nigga roller coaster. I stand over looking down on them like coffee does the coasters. I do the most, but most of you niggas don't even know what most is. So hold your noses when you step into me. I'm like Moses, I'll part ways and leave you dead in the sea. I'm definitely preaching to the death of them seas. It's Black P and Richard Ray, hip-hop's epic relief. And y'all thought y'all had it, I'm robbing them like Aladdin. No genie wishing, no magic. I've learned the hard way through traffic, ducking and dodging. I'm mighty morphin' to God and get hotty, even my odds. Man, somebody tell me to stop. I didn't know love until I bumped Cool J. I was at my grandma's house aiming, making Kool-Aid to jam the Bobby Boucher. Like Cube say it's a new day, so I'ma roll a blunt, a J, whatever. Yo, what Snoop say? He said he want that raw shit. I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. This that raw shit.
Uppercut to your jaw, shit. Gun so big, make a motherfucking car flip. Aw, shit. I ain't even trying to pop a trigger. I'm wound up, I guess it's time to clock a nigga. Most of the time, these lyrics over your head. I look up to myself like there's mirrors over my bed. I'm over the edge, apocalypto with the crypto. Your girl giving head for Bitcoin, it's lit, bro. ODB, a BKG, baby, I like it raw. No STD, I'm so MPC, not MP3. I love vinyl, love tapes, fuck MTV. Let me be. I studied under the greats, you a carbon copy. You studied under the face, I'm running with apes. Gorillas in the mist, me and Ray got trees, banana clips, you hit back.
That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. Hey baby, I like it raw. Yeah baby, I like it raw. Hey baby, I like it raw.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey knife fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey knife fight in the house.
I am monkey knife fight. You are monkey knife fight. We are all monkey knife fight.
Monkey knife fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, monkey knife fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey knife fight. Welcome to the family, monkey knife fight.
Welcome to the game, monkey knife fight.
Monkey knife fight!
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
Monkey knife fight! Monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is Rumboyz After Dark. Can never be duplicated, can never be replicated here on our one and only YouTube channel, our Twitch channel. We are also live on the Unwrapped Sports Facebook page, and make sure you guys give them a like. We are also live on our Facebook page and our Periscope channels as well. So show love wherever accessible. Really quick before we get back into the rest of the show, I do want to remind you guys, if you want to get involved with tonight's show, and you want to be involved with tonight's debate, our own Garrett from Iowa just posted a SportsMe battle for our Colts topic that we had earlier. So go ahead. That link is right there in the chat. Scroll up in the chat. You can click it. If you don't want to go about it that way, guys, honestly, I can advise you with this here. You could go ahead, go to Google and just type Get SportsMe. Okay. Once again, you can type Get SportsMe or just Google SportsMe, one word. And you can hop on. And just like the Rumboyz, just like Unwrapped Sports and many other personalities, some of your favorite personalities in the fantasy football community, you can hop on and you can be live with us. You can interact with us. A couple of our guys and gals are interacting on battles right now. And also make sure that you guys drop a rating, whether you download it in the App Store and Google Play. At this time, Harry, it's your turn.
Absolutely. And we got a big deal going this month. We have launched our Patreon. Want to have you guys check that out. You can support Unwrapped and Rumboyz, of course, just for $1 right there. It's not going to have any perks right there. But if you have $1 laying around, why don't you support us and all the work that we're doing? $5 is going to get you a percentage off the shop, a Discord chat that gets you gambling advice. It gets you fantasy advice, everything, the camaraderie you want there. And then at the $10 tier, 20% off the shop. That same Discord chat, you also get an entry into an Amazon gift card giveaway, as well as a signed memorabilia piece every single month. You can see it right here on my screen. We have the Keenan Allen signed jersey this month right here. It's a beautiful one.
Keep holding that up really quick.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this sexy motherfucker. Look at that baby. And it's just gorgeous. You got that beautiful signature. It's of course authentic, as you know. And we got that. Not just that, every single month, since it is a monthly payment, we appreciate that. It's going to be something at that caliber every single month. Right now, it just got started. Get in right now. Of course, it's going to be a great chance for you to win that signed jersey. And we really, really appreciate all the support on the Patreon. That's patreon.com/unwrapsports. Again, patreon.com/unwrapsports. Give us that $10 tier if you're feeling generous. Get in for a jersey like that every month and a $10 Amazon card, as well as some other perks. Some good shit there, guys.
And what I want to add with that is how Perry mentioned that it's going to be something of that caliber. So don't just automatically assume, okay, boom, like autographed jersey, and then that's what it is. It could be a jersey, it could be a helmet. Right now, the biggest hustle is sports cards. It could be a card one time, so you never know.
And not just that, it could be multiple things. If there's a month that we see a big push from you guys, you're coming and jumping in. If we're getting that right there, I don't know, maybe we give a card along with it as well. So just get on there, support us. We're going to load you guys up.
A SportsMe collaboration. Like,
absolutely.
You never know what you can get.
There's going to be so much exclusive content coming there at some point as well from Robbie and the rest of the Rumboyz crew, as well as all of us at Unwraps. And already just getting entered into an Amazon card and a beautiful jersey or helmet or signed card. It's going to be a signature of some type for you every single month. It's going to be patreon.com/unwrapsports.
Like a real helmet, so like I could wear it in public as like my mask.
It will. The big helmets, of course, go a little pricey. But we'll see if we get that big of a push on Patreon. We'll launch a helmet. Don't you worry. Yeah,
I would totally wear that food shopping. What are you gonna say to me? I'm wearing my mask.
As long as it's a full visor, it might be CDC approved.
Get the Emmitt Smith, man.
Just get the Ricky Williams. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
dude.
Ricky Williams,
love that shit, man. And then when the
I
double
guess
came
this
out,
is more of a negative situation, but Vincent Jackson, another great Charger.
Oh wow! All right, cheers to me. Cheers,
by the way.
Cheers to me.
To Vinny.
Hold on. I got.
By the way, no, don't drink this one, guys, because because he drank himself for 3 weeks.
We're unlightening the mood. We're gonna unlighten the mood. That was rest in peace to Vincent Jackson. Yes, I know that was fucked up. Cheers to me. Yeah. Cheers to you. Fuck.
Word up.
Damn.
Never like was one thing. You let him go 3 weeks in a hotel by himself and didn't check on him for 3 weeks.
Damn, that's pretty serious.
Let him drink himself to death.
Addiction's a scary thing. I mean, for me, I'm a former addict. I keep that transparent on my platform because I feel like I definitely got through that to get to better times. And that shit's bad, man. No, it's a real demon. And I agree.
For 3 weeks.
You need as an addict, when you're going through it, you need a support system more than anything in the world.
My wife's an addict.
It's really tough.
His family. That's all I ask.
Bogart and I have spoken about this on the show about nothing. I've confessed about my addiction from the military, and now all I do is smoke, and I can have a beer and I can drink, and like that's fine.
Yeah, I was a pill popper and all that crazy shit. Yeah, but like it doesn't matter what your demon is. Your demons are there for
something. It could be food.
It's so hard to fight this demon.
Yeah.
And Perry, here's my question: where was the family where you allowed your husband to go 3 weeks in a hotel by himself and drink himself to death?
No, I hear you loud and clear. Like I mean, if I didn't have people checking on me, I would have been dead
But
too.
we don't know what's going on. But
we don't know the whole story
Yeah,
exactly.
we don't know what's going on in that personal life. Like it's easy
Every
to
life is different.
It's easy to throw stones when you're on the outside of a fucking glass house. You know.
Yeah, maybe he wanted. Maybe he
all
wanted.
I can say is that like, having a support system helps. That's all I know.
I want the investigation to come through because there's something there where nobody stopped him. And
we're going to get into the next topic. Deshaun Jackson posts on his Instagram story, and we actually now have an update from when I wrote this the show sheet that the Eagles have actually followed through with this release, but that he's looking forward to his next chapter, and he thanks Philadelphia. He is in his final year of his contract, and Philly would create about $5.8 million with the release, in which they did create that $5.8 million. Should he just hang up the cleats or see if a team takes a risk on him? Jake.
I mean, if you're a speedster receiver after you're 26, you're changing a game, right? He's way past that, and I don't see what he has to prove. I mean, for his entire career, it's like if you're going to catch the ball, it's going to be this many times a game, maybe like 4 to 5 to most, and it's going to be for 25 to 30 per catch, right? So that was his game, and it worked out for him a long time, but what does he have to prove? I get it. The only thing he can walk away with saying he didn't do was win the Super Bowl, and that's fine. No, many players don't. He is a great player. If he's financially sound, I think you should walk away because I don't want to see an old speedster try to be an old speedster. That's my take.
Yeah, I can feel that. For me personally, I'm gonna say hang him up because I want to see a guy go out before it gets bad, like you mentioned. And I mean, in the last 2 years, he's had a total of 23 catches, and I know the injuries are there. He had those problems.
How many touchdowns did he have?
Hamstring, constantly hamstring.
Three total touchdowns in the last 2 years, Bogart.
Okay.
So it's really nothing special. And then
I was asking because I legit didn't know.
Right, yeah. And then the year before that, I mean, he put up 41. He put up 41 receptions in Tampa Bay with 4 touchdowns, 774 yards. So he had some life in 2018. With that being said,
shout out to Jameis Winston.
Absolutely. If he says he still has some in the tank, if he can find a team that wants to take a chance on him, then I would like to see the guy continue his career.
Rams.
But for me personally, I just have seen this downward trend. The injuries have gotten to him. He had that anti-Semitic problem that has been totally patched up. He did a great job fixing that and apologizing, talking to and going to the Holocaust Museum. I thought that was amazing. But other than that, I think that's all under the
do a
rock.
good job apologizing, Drew Brees.
You're right.
Oh,
right.
fuck.
I feel like go out while there isn't any more of a negative stigma. Well, maybe if you go back next year and it's just really sad to watch, that's kind of a really sad way to go out. And I don't see him making a lot of money. And like you said, if he's financially sound and he wants to just ride off into the sunset, I don't see a small contract for maybe 1 year, which is partially, not guaranteed.
He's
I don't
LA,
see it.
right? He's from LA, right?
It's up to him. I mean, if he's got it in the tank, if he's got it in the tank and he feels healthy, who am I to tell him to walk away? But at the same time, it hasn't looked good.
Hey, he won't walk away because his hamstrings are going to bust. Says Miles.
Peacock.
I like that.
Bro, he's gonna crawl. He's gonna crawl away.
Let's be real.
You think he can still crawl with the best of them?
He's gonna crawl. He can crawl. He can 100% speed crawl, Bogart. 100%.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
The boy's got wheels.
I want, I'll say I want him to play another year because, Perry, you said it's been sad. It can't really get much sadder. He's been injured the last 2 years, so you might as well try to piece one more year together and go out. Not on top, but at least not, limping away. So, come back, chase a ring, go to a team that you think can win. I mean, I think the Chiefs are going to lose some pieces in the offseason. Does he go there on a veteran's minimum to try to chase a ring? Does he try to go
there for free?
Yeah, you try to go to the Bills, the Bucks if they want to try to run it back.
Yeah, is it a pride thing? Is it a financial thing? Like, we don't know.
So I don't know. Go chase that ring. I like seeing. I always liked Deshaun. He was always fun to watch. My brother's an Eagles fan, so I watched a lot of him as well. I don't know. I'd want Deshaun to try to win that ring. It's kind of satisfying.
Okay, Garrett.
Wow, Garrett, imagine being muted.
Sorry. I've been watching my SportsMe battle. Right now, it is overwhelmingly in favor of the Colts going over 10 or over. A lot of people are picking 10 wins exact.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see him come back. I mean, obviously, he's going to be in somewhat of a reduced role. Probably not an every down guy. Get on it. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be an every down guy, but situational receiver coming in on obvious passing plays, be an extra target out there. Be good to see him in the league yet.
I think it's time to hang him up. He's a one-trick pony with a bum leg. I love him as a fantasy guy, and he's been great, over the years. But
I hate him as a fantasy guy.
His body can't.
You gotta keep playing him, or you're not gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Because you need to play him. He was that good. Like, what was it? 2019, those first 2 games of the season looked like he was going to be a top 10 wide receiver. And we haven't seen him play since.
I think those were his only stats of the year.
Yeah, it's been rough. His body can't do what he needs it to do. He's running faster than his body can capably run, and he keeps pulling hammies.
Man, yeah, he's the equivalent to Jay Garrick from The Flash, right? He's the old speedster. So he's got to keep going. Just keep running. That's what he needs to do. You get paid to run fast. Just get out there and run.
Kept running.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who cares why he's doing it? If you get paid millions of dollars to do it, then do it. I'm not going to tell him that when to stop. And I've always hated him. I've never wanted him on my team for fantasy. But I'm okay with them doing it to make money. Like, go out there and do it. If someone wants to pay you a bunch of money to play football, then you do it. You take that contract and you play. I mean, I would if someone was like, "Hey, we'll give you, $100,000 to play football." I'd be like, "Let's do it." I'll get killed, but let's do it.
I'll take $100,000 to be the practice dummy.
Right?
Y'all know my crazy.
Full benefits too.
Go ahead, hustler.
Wrong way.
Wrong way. Other way.
Oh, good man. He's played 8 games. He's played 8 games the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Vendetta.
If he hangs him up, I'm not going to be surprised if he signs with. I agree with the other Anthony. Also, my real name is Anthony.
Hey, Tony.
That's what we like to see.
If he goes to a contender, I think a contender
would
make sense. Like if he's got what, maybe 2 years. If he's gonna keep playing, maybe let's say 2. He's not gonna play a full season. Let's be real about that. I don't know. Hang him up though. Just end it with pride. Like I think, or if he really wants something to prove, but he has nothing to prove. He is the definition of speed kills. Like in the game of football, like. The most he had was
he's going to have a talk with Will Fuller one day. Like, listen, son.
He had 82 catches
don't end up
one
like
season.
Me.
And then other than that, his next highest was 62.
Bro, he was the OG Tyreek Hill. Let's be real.
Dude. Tyreek Hill at least goes for like 80.
You know what Tyreek Hill is to me?
Go ahead, Bogart.
Check this out.
Yeah, transition.
Tyreek Hill is...
I'll pass it to you.
Tyreek Hill is Percy Harvin... Percy Harvin's skill set in Steve Smith Sr.'s body. That's Tyreek Hill.
Wow.
Anyways, Deshaun Jackson. Mix. I think he goes to LA. They need an outside. Ever since Brandon Cooks left the Rams. Ever since they got rid of Brandon Cooks, they haven't. Like Sean McVay's system always needs. Like, remember when he first got there, they traded for Watkins. Then the next year they traded for Brandon Cooks. This is what they do. So. I mean, whether it's a Marvin Jones or a Deshaun Watson, a Deshaun Jackson, they're going to find one of those guys. And I think Jackson would go there. He's from L.A. Probably, you know what I mean? Like, to hook up with another old guy, like, hey, you know what I mean? Let's spend the twilight of our career together. And he only played like 20% of the snaps. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So he's just fresh outside when he is on the field.
That veteran experience.
Yeah, and he won't do shit. He's gonna join the team. No, this is how ill Deshaun Jackson is. Hold on.
Hey, I just posted my battle on fucking SportsMe. Let's go.
Right.
Hey, if y'all are on air with us, like if y'all can post a SportsMe, like if y'all are able to, like while someone else is doing their take.
I literally just posted a SportsMe. I'm posting it as we speak on this topic. Deshaun Jackson. I'm posting it. Go check that shit out. Tell me what the fuck you guys think on that.
I gotta talk about it twice now.
Hey, have you popped your SportsMe cherry yet, Sven?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay, damn.
I posted one. It was like
that hasn't jumped out.
It was like day 3 of like
having you
snow in
this, I
Texas.
feel you.
I was like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone's house. There's a big old party over there. It's right across the street. I'm like,
oh, just wait.
Yo, I didn't get the invitation yet, Bogart. I must have got lost in the mail, bro.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna post this for you. Don't worry. Go ahead, Monique. Your take. Your take on
I need him to hang him up.
Deshaun Jackson.
I don't know. Yeah, I need to hang him up for sure. I mean, it's not looking pretty. I mean, like, sure, fine. If someone's gonna sign him, like, just instead, like, fine and play football. But I don't know, man. I think you should just like head out with that much pride. It's just. Like, I look at it not just for football, but like when you talk like Jake, I look at fighters that like need to hang up and stuff like that. This reminds me of one of those moments for sure that this is the time that he needs to hang it up. So that's my take on that.
Earlier
Bill
in our
said,
thread,
who called the cops?
Miles said, "Oh, the cops is outside, bro. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what the fuck.
They're looking for that guy who took the money from that store.
Hold on, let me put my mask on. You won't know it's me.
Oh, it's not him. It's the next guy.
Look at that. Even over the headphones too.
I was gonna say, how'd you get that on with your headphones on?
Listen, I'm capable of many things.
That was something Damian Lillard had a lot of problem with the other day. I had a post-game interview, and he was like holding his mask, trying to put it over his headset, and at some point he just like grabbed the mask and was just
now
like,
watch me drink the beer without removing it. For my next
I think that's called waterboarding.
Go on.
He said, "Go on."
Or so I've heard.
Nice. Yes.
All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and get into the next take now. This is probably my favorite take. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and everyone, please go ahead and wake up. Megatron and marijuana. It sounds like a.
Hold on. Let me get my joint. Let me get my joint. Let me get my joint. Hold on.
I know. I'm about to restart.
Hold on.
I smoke.
Mine's in my garage.
Oh, hey. Sven, you better go start running to that door.
No.
Hey, Sven,
I don't do it in the house or anything. I do mine in the
and
garage.
Sven doesn't do it on air either.
Hey, Megatron and marijuana sounds like a match made in heaven, doesn't it? Former Lions wide receiver Calvin Johnson and lineman Rob Sims team up to open up
Read the questions in a British accent.
Not one, but 2 dispensaries in Michigan.
Let's go.
And they are going to begin producing their own strain.
Wow.
Does this maybe affect the league's outlook on MMJ, medical marijuana?
Autobots, roll up.
As a factor for CTE research. Let's go ahead and we start with Monique.
Monique.
Okay. I'm gonna start with me. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not too sure, honestly, just because
Do you smoke weed?
Enter what up? Oh, fancy football hustler.
No.
Related party. Okay. I'm not too sure, honestly, just because I'm not too versed in the whole marijuana scene, even though it is legal in Toronto. So that's just my thing. I would go into someone else that would be more familiar with that.
Bogart, you're familiar with a lot of weed.
Yes, I am made of weed.
Yes, I know Nugs.
I would say.
Oh, would I be without you?
This is awesome. I mean, fucking. This CBD will probably be the best way to introduce the league to it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But the fact that they're actually pushing the THC weed, even, you know what I mean? They're like, we're trying to push this and prove that it helps CTE. Because, CBD is kind of the precursor to everything, but they're trying to go all out. Like, listen, nah, fuck that. Everybody been smoking weed. Let's be honest. And the NFL, they give you a time frame when they're going to test
when
you.
You're allowed to, when you're drug tested.
Everybody smokes when they're in between all those time frames. You know what I mean? Like, it's
damn. Josh Gordon was getting bad info.
I mean, the NBA.
Yo, Josh Gordon, he doesn't know how to tell the time.
He was getting ready to smoke now. So
yeah,
hell yeah. Shout out to all the Smoke podcast.
Yep. Miles with the perfect fucking Cheech Chong impersonation. Y'all ready for this? It's medicine, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Amen. Hey, listen, I want you guys to watch those movies again and realize they never call each other by name.
No, Amen. They don't.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Like, it's crazy.
By the way, and also if you guys haven't had Cheech's stash, it's actually pretty good. I actually get his stuff all the time. Cheech's stash is pretty good, and also big up to Willie Nelson, and also big up to I gotta go and grab it really quick. Big up to the homie Lil Wayne on your strain as well.
Where can one obtain these?
Well, I live in Colorado, so I get everything. I get everything dumb exclusive. Like I literally, my bud tender texts me and is like, "Yo, we got this and come through." And I'm at the dispensary like every other day.
We're not a progressive state.
I know. Well, you're in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I'm in the country of Texas.
You still gotta know a guy, which is
exactly
correct.
Justin, how do you feel about this marijuana venture with Rob Sims and Calvin Johnson? I believe. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna get, while you do that, I'm gonna get the actual name for their product.
Oh man, I'm glad, because I was wondering, because I was just gonna say there's so many. I mean, being a comic book nerd, there's so many comic book references that you could use to name these things. Like,
that's exactly where Justin went.
The writing is gonna do itself.
Why not?
Like, you got marketing there. Like, come on, it's genius.
You have a whole market right there too,
right? And what would be better than to, I mean, I don't even smoke weed, but to smoke weed and then go watch Transformers. I mean, you could.
Like the cartoons, though, because Michael.
Right? When I smoke weed, I think I am a transformer, bro.
You could transform. What really was that quick song from Gnarls Barkley?
Bro.
Really quick, this might help you out a little bit, Justin. They could not
transformer.
I'm on mushrooms right now, and I think I'm Megatron.
They could not go Optimus Prime. They could not name it Optimus Prime. They named it Primitive.
Primitive.
Because they'd have to give
better.
Because they'd have to give
who owns it? Like, that sounds cooler
or something like that, or
you got that Prim, dog.
They'd have to give them money too, probably, if they use that name.
Yeah, but you could do something similar, more similar. I think.
I mean, it's Calvin John's. Like, of course, I'm going to buy your weed,
right? I mean,
I don't care what it's called. It could be called poop. I don't care. I'm buying it.
Yeah, they're gonna do just fine.
The guy's a god. I'm sorry.
And if it helps for CT, that's even better.
Man, shout out to Calvin Johnson.
This is Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. He's
that's why Matthew Stafford was so dope, though, because even without Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford was still like.
Hey, but Calvin Johnson. But now Calvin Johnson is literally.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not on. That's nope. That's discrediting this topic. That's discrediting this topic.
Slinging.
But now he's literally dope.
Before we go into Hustler's take here, the specific strain that Johnson is talking about has been used to help him through the daily drag of getting out of bed in the morning and inflammation of his muscles throughout the day. Hustler, you have been, and also it has been a massive assistant in pain management, benefits. Hustler, you've been hitting the bong pretty heavily tonight. How do you feel about this? And now that I just added those
bro, he is smoking the Calvin Johnson strain right now, bro.
Right? He's like, I'm way ahead of you, bro.
If you guys didn't know, that's what's in the bong. No, but one day. For people who don't know, like, how weed works, like, it's not just the stigma of whatever you think it is. There's so many different uses for it. Like, it's pain management. It's some people can't get an appetite, and there's strains that will literally give you an appetite, make you want to eat more. There's stuff that puts you on the couch. We need more celebrities endorsing it, and especially NFL people getting into it. I know Rob Gronkowski is linked to like a CBD company as well.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah, Ricky Williams.
I gave away a Ricky Williams jersey on 420.
I met him.
That's nice, Justin. Awesome. That's nice.
Ricky Williams is the man, way ahead of his time, because now, he's being preached for a lot of the things that he's doing in that field, and he was outcasted from the NFL for the longest time. He was Josh Gordon before Josh Gordon was a thing.
He said, "I don't care."
Really quick.
He's outgrowing in that field now.
If I were to tell you, Hustler. So like when I go and get a lot of my top shelf shit, I'll just go at the minimum of an eighth. So when I buy celebrity weed, if I tell you 50 an eighth, are you okay with that for celebrity weed? Now I'm gonna let you know that this shit is very high, is very potent, and it's just gonna do some motherfucking things.
I die a little inside.
No disrespect to anybody anywhere in the country, but Southern California and California in general has some of the best weed. The best shit is expensive. And
50 for an eighth? That's expensive for you guys?
Well,
I mean,
50 for some top.
I buy a little bit more in bulk. I mean, once you're like, you got to get a little smarter.
Oh, yeah, I totally buy in bulk now. But like, yeah.
I had to mute you because you keep over talking. Go ahead, Bogart.
I was trying to over talk you on purpose to get muted.
That was my regular price in New York. Like in Jersey.
Right. I assume so.
Well, think about
me and Hustler in California.
I'm from the Bay Area. Bro, we can get an eighth too. Yeah, you can get an eighth for like $20. You know what I mean?
I just got a half of one of the best
get out of
here in your life.
Yeah, $20. Get out of here.
Or like, check this out. Check us out. You get an app, right? Like we got the Weed Maps app, and it'll tell you everything that all the stores got for you, right? And then it'll have
this
coupons,
is not an ad.
Right? Check this out.
Not an ad.
Check this out. It'll have coupons, and it'll be like, oh, we got some Girl Scout cookies, Budlets, and it'll be like a quarter, and it'll be like $40. Like, oh, I'm getting that. You know what I mean? Because that shit will be like $100 for the quarter normally, but it's Budlets. That means it's the
they're like, you're cool. It's like you're cool if it's small. You're cool if it's small nugs, right? You're like,
we need weed,
right? They're like, you're like, absolutely.
Breaking down the tape set. If I'm out here catching CDs like Megatron, $50 may be worth it. What were you about to say, Justin?
We need SportsMe to make their own app called Weed Me.
Whoa. Trademark that shit now, bro.
Hold on, have this stricken from the record before they steal our idea. We're going to keep
beat that shit out.
I'm right here. What are you talking about? I'm right here, Bogart.
Just weed me, right? Weed me, and then it'd be like you just smoking like,
this would probably be a logical thing when
it'd be a battle like motherfuckers is trying to outdo each other.
And we get Calvin Johnson on there.
What could probably be a thing is like when we go invite only and we have like that clubhouse feel and we have like the different rooms, like we have like a stoner sports analyst
sports team like with the clubhouse joint. Yeah.
I'll be there.
Oh, make the phone call.
I can't hang out in there. I have to take a urine analysis, but I might poke my head and see what's going on.
I might just scroll through.
He's gonna be in there wearing a gas mask, a government issued gas mask.
It's gonna be federally legal.
Level 4.
It'll be on that Laramie Tunsil.
It's going to be federally legal really soon. Like, I think 2023 might be the year that it's going to be federally legal.
Let's go, Hustler.
You know why the feds ain't going to make it legal? Because they want to keep going to war with the cartel. They're like, they can't take weed away from them, too. You know what I mean? Like,
Garrett, go ahead and drop your thing, bro. How do you feel about
Canada's got some good stuff.
Fuck yeah.
There's still a place for that weed. Like there's still people around the country who are going to buy it. It's not going to be everywhere, but man.
I said, Garrett, what was your take? He puts out a cigarette and goes,
oh, I didn't put that shit out. I just put it down and start talking. Everybody else kept talking. Here we go.
Right, but I bet you at Megatron's weed shops that whatever his strain is going to be like the top shelf shit. That's like the most expensive stuff like in the store. And so that's something that's going to be like pretty dope. He's going to be able to brand his own shit. And I got to throw out a plug real quick, quick cheap plug for True Roots CBD. Sponsor of my channel. Go to TrueRootsCBD.com and use promo code FFHustler420 and get 20% off. I use this roll-on right here, and it's literally like this menthol, like freeze gel. You roll it on anywhere.
For pain, right?
For pain. That's the type of shit that keeps you going.
Just don't put it by your eyes. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no,
nice. Luigi down there. Don't put it by your eyes.
I had to let people know, you know what I'm saying? Because
that's like a Jackass video type thing. Putting it on your
Go ahead, Garrett.
Steve
Go ahead,
was
Gary.
right next to him.
All right, I want to start out with a shout out to Willie Nelson, the only man in history to get busted with 8 pounds of pot and 2 pounds of shrooms and get charged with possession. Shout out to our man there. But I like it. I'm a big fan of the CBD and the THC, all that good stuff. I use the RX Hemp CBD pain relief cream all the time at rxhemp.com. Use code USN or RXHemp-USN. Get 10% off. Thanks for the inspiration there, Hustler. Got to throw the plugs in. And it's good shit to see Megatron doing this. I think the league's going to be drug kicking and screaming into the fact that this is a legit medical treatment. And it's going to take a while, but it's coming. But we've been fighting the paper companies since the 40s on this marijuana shit because they're the ones that got it outlawed in the first place so they wouldn't lose their paper money. So it's a process. It's coming. Legalize the shit.
Aaron is
Let's
quickly
go.
becoming my favorite motherfucking person. Like he doesn't know it, but he knows it.
Dude, smoke. Legalize it. Let's go.
Hey, G. We probably gonna talk next Wednesday. We probably bring you on for the show about nothing, bro. Me, you, Bogart. We about to chop some shit up, bro. If you got some time Wednesday, we gonna fuck some shit up. Hey,
Yeah,
Anthony,
yeah, me, man. We'll hash it out.
already, pal. Hey, Anthony, talk your shit, player.
Yeah, bro. I think at this point, just fuck it. Like, let's be real here. Everybody's probably doing it, bro. Megatron said he was smoking in between games anyway. Like, this man was. I mean, like, listen, you got to regulate it somehow. I don't want my fucking $100 million quarterback stoned as he's trying to pass in the Super Bowl. But like, bro, in between games, I mean, who cares? Like, I'm on my own time as long as I'm not hurting nobody, which, you know, weed ain't really doing. Like, bro, who really cares? Like, let's be honest here. I mean, like I said, Megatron was puffing and catching touchdown passes on 3 people. I mean, shit, I don't even smoke, but if that's that Megatron pack is going to do to me, you know.
Hey, Anthony, if you don't mind me adding something to what you just said there, brother, before we get into Perry. My brother, Clinton Portis and Marshawn Lynch have both came out on record and said, "Oh, well, I took a shot of Hennessy before a motherfucker." And we all think it is hilarious. We watch this on TikTok, we watch this on SportsCenter, we watch this on all the blog sites, and we think that it's hilarious. So why is it that if someone it just so may happen to set a motherfucking plant on fire and now feel a little bit more relaxation in our body to where I'm not going to experience as much injuries and trauma? And I might actually, my body's going to be loose enough. When your body is loose, football is like a car crash, right? A 60-minute car crash.
I wouldn't smoke before a game.
No, bro, I smoke before games all the time when I go out and play flag.
I would rather take a shot than smoke before a football
Bro,
game.
I'll take a shot and I'll smoke. Like even when I was in high school, I would smoke a joint. I would smoke a joint before a game. And I'd fucking go out there. Like I'd take my piss test at the beginning of the season. I wouldn't get piss tested until the end. Fucking VHS, Virginia State High School League, VSHL rules. I'd smoke. I'd fucking go out there, and I'd feel loose. I'd feel fine, and I'd feel good. I've had games where I have not smoked, and my muscles feel tense. They feel tight. I feel different. I pulled things. I've hurt things. The worst thing is a fucking growing pull, bro. Don't pull your growing. That shit sucks. You can't even.
I can't golf high.
When Marshawn said that, I don't think anyone was shocked.
No matter what.
When Marshawn said that, I felt like, yeah, of course you did.
He's eating all them Skittles, bro.
Right.
No, that's my take. That's my take.
I feel that, Robbie. I feel that. And you know me. I am the biggest advocate of weed around. So for me, besides potentially Hustler and Robbie, who are right there with me, I have a show based around talking sports, pop culture, news, while smoking weed on camera. It's Keeping It Blunt every Wednesday. So if you want to chill with me, I'm going to have Bogart on there. I'm going to have Hustler on there. Whoever else wants to go. I already had Robbie, but whoever wants to get high and talk life with me. It's been a really good show. I've been appreciating everybody.
My way, really quick. Wow. I pulled up to that show with Young Dolph Swede. Shout out to Young Dolph.
100%. And you had some heat with the music too when you came on.
Yeah.
It's been great. And with that being said, you heard I'm an addict before when recovered from pills. So I know what it is to have all of that bullshit in your life. So if I'm hearing there is a natural way for you to have pain relief and it doesn't affect your performance, you're still able to get the job done in the same capacity, I don't give a flying fuck what you do in your own time. You do your thing. If you want to fucking smoke meth before a game and you're still the top tier of athlete and you're getting the job done,
I mean, I'm not gonna say that.
I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. For me, I don't care what you do. It's your choice. If you get the job done, whatever it is in your life that you want to do, you do it. If your job's getting done, and then no one has anything to do with your personal life. That's your personal life.
And I want to be. Man, I want to have to go. I want to be standing on the other side of a dude who just smoked meth, though.
He will rip your face off to tackle you.
It's not my problem. If you're getting the job done, and I do not care what you do in your personal life. If that's weed, if you're doing CBD, I recommend that.
Hey,
it's not. That's your choice.
I think wide receiver that lies up in the slot, I do fucking care. If you're a linebacker that's on goddamn PCP, I want no parts of that shit.
If you're passing drug tests, whatever you want to do, if you're passing drug tests and you get the job done, your personal life is your personal life. From an addict, going to just smoke weed, that's the best decision you'll ever make in your life. So I think these guys know exactly what they're talking about. And with, like, just from a branding perspective, getting off the jokes, Megatron's an absolute genius. For a guy who has such a big name, and the guy is a brilliant businessman, he's teaming up with another person that has a following as well. This is first off going to sell. He's going to be able to put a lot of money into innovation when it comes to the brand, when it comes to testing different things out and creating new products and new ways to go about this business, which is booming and is going to become federally legal. So I think if there is a guy to lead the way, it's Megatron. The NBA has been so ahead of the game. You're allowed to smoke now.
Leading the way. Hold on. I wouldn't say he's leading the way.
Well, most importantly, I said right now, I would say he's the most active NFL player.
Most importantly, he's going to get it. He's going to get to smoke for free.
He also was one of the only ones besides Ricky Williams that publicly was saying that he was smoking during his career. So there hasn't been a lot of people that have publicly said that in the NFL. But with the NBA, you can smoke now. You're more than welcome to, as long as you get the job done and everything is by the book.
And has there been any issues?
I don't see any issues.
In the NBA, like, has there been anything in the NBA?
And there's no deaths.
Deion Waiters couldn't handle his own motherfucking animals.
There you go, Robbie. That is a good example.
I mean, is there out of shape, and then is there smoking too much? Like, is there like a fine line?
Animals are different beasts.
But at the end of the day, this is their personal life. I think if you want to smoke to have pain relief, brilliant. Use Hustler's product for the pain relief. Use
pop them up with pills instead.
Go the natural route. Instead of doing
visit milkandhoneytx.com.
But with that being said, I'm a big guy that loves just giving people their personal life. I think if you get your job done, whatever that is, respectively, then it's not my fucking problem what you do in your personal life.
Bogart, I love it.
Real quick.
Everybody's shouting out the CBD brands.
Has a resident of Iowa, meth capital of the world, and a redneck problem child.
I'm from San Jose, California. We beg to differ.
I'm just saying, whatever it is, that was more of a joke. But like, whatever it is you do in your personal life, if you're passing drug tests and getting your job done, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yours is made on a beach, Bogart.
Has the redneck problem child.
That's the California. That's the California.
I don't know where San Jose.
Okay, like, how about this? Okay, you're in Texas. Where's your cowboy hat? Where's your Spurs? Right? Where's your boots? Big buckles? Right?
I thought San Jose. San Jose sounds like it should be on the
stereotype. It's a stereotype.
Hey, can we get dark? Can we get dark and ask? Where's your water and electricity? Where's your water and electricity?
Harry.
Is that too soon?
Too soon.
I'm sorry, guys.
I didn't have water.
But I'm sorry, guys. I love it. I'm just happy you're safe.
Our houses won't be on fire, okay?
Long story short, you do not want
mine
people
is
doing
currently
meth on
not
a
on
football
fire.
field.
The
running back will tackle the 20-yard line. Like, that will happen.
Hey, Harry, I did want to bring up, because you said, had there been any issues with the NBA? I do remember J.R. Smith just taking the ball and running with it and losing a game.
That doesn't get blamed on weed. That gets blamed on being stupid.
That's just J.R. Smith being J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith is always high.
Don't blame that shit on weed. What about
Hey.
guys like Matt Barnes who are putting everybody up on
guess
game
I
on the
haven't had my
podcast?
take yet. Justin gave me a
Hold
segue.
up. Let's go and let's let Jake go. Jake always is the person that gets like.
Thanks,
go
bro.
ahead, Jake.
Yeah. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate that one. Yeah,
Sorry.
I watched that game, and he was gone. That dude was wasted during that game. But yeah, I don't think we can argue that it is a better painkiller. But are we gonna pretend that marijuana is a way to fix the CTE?
Yes.
Like, I
No.
understand
Yeah.
what you're saying,
We're not
like,
even pretending.
a medical
We're not
use,
pretending.
like we're saying.
I
this-
don't know. I have no
I saw
idea.
the question,
But it
Bro,
and
y'all
Robbie
not
said it was
fixing
like
CTE with weed. I'm
CBD. I was
sorry.
like, CTEs are going to hit in the head, and you're going to have issues later on. And I love fighting, but again, you get hit in the head, and you have issues later on. I don't think marijuana helps that in terms of a long-term prospect. I think it's better than.
I think Nate Diaz will beg to differ.
Yeah, I was
Does it
about to say,
make
I'll
it-
beg.
does it make it worse?
Diaz
I can see
brothers.
his interviews and disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, no, he got CT.
But no, I don't. Again, I'm not a doctor. Obviously,
Mike Tyson's
but-
going to disagree.
Nor
Like,
do we
we're-
play any on podcasts.
I think it is a good medical option, and I definitely think all sports should adapt to it. But, and again, the NBA has, which is great, but the NFL adapting it into a way to like manage CTE, no. I mean, brain damage is brain damage. Players are going to hit in the head, they're going to have problems later. Players know that.
Brain
and they're taking
damage.
The risk. And
That's
I don't want to be
fair.
that.
Ever since the day I was
no way
born.
to take away this aspect.
Drugs
of
is what they
players
used to
gonna
say
hit
I
in the head
was
and get
on.
hurt. Yeah,
I'm
they
on
get hurt.
shrooms, bro.
Players get hit in the head and they're gonna feel it, and they're 40 and 50 years old. And there's brain damage that is not reversible that they play
Right.
into, and they know it's gonna happen in their 30s when they play football. So I don't think there's a fix for brain damage until football.
But
is
that's why they're starting.
gone.
That's why Heads Up starts from when they're in Pee Wee nowadays. Because
Right. No, I
a lot of
agree.
those
And
players from the
I
old
am
generations
not
were
gonna
getting
say
hit and ringing their. And
I don't
remember
wanna say
laying
there's
hat
no
was a
fix
term.
long-term.
Laying hat.
But
That used to be
I
a
don't
term they would
think
teach
we have
kids.
one right
like-
now. Brain damage is brain damage. You're gonna get it, and there's no way to fix it, unless you somehow never get a concussion or never get hit in the head. But you're gonna get hit in the head. You're gonna get brain damage, and
Right.
these athletes in
This man,
MMA,
Luke Kuechly,
boxing, and football, know it. They're gonna have negative consequences.
He's a
in their 40s and
Skywalker,
50s
bro.
years old, and it's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
yeah,
For
it's
sure.
temporary. I get it. I think it's better than the pills you give these NFL players for sure.
I don't think it's also
MMA
just
guys, but
it's not just
long-term,
CTE. It's like
these
body
contact
body
sports
stuff
athletes
too.
in the head are gonna have brain damage, and it's gonna happen. Let's not forget that brain damage is a part of this. Of
We
these
have
sports.
cannabinoid receptors.
But,
in our
but how
brain
do
and
you
body.
feel about
We
it as
need
how do you
this.
feel it as like a pain management thing?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
No, that's where I'm at. Like, yes, it should
Right.
be completely clean and totally passable on any test. But
Sure.
long term, guys, let's not pretend this is a magical way to get rid of CTE.
Oh, it's
These
magic,
players
bro.
and these fighters who get hit in the head all the time are gonna have damage long term. They cannot replace.
Oh, of
And it's
course.
gonna
Those
hurt them.
guys
Yeah.
definitely. Those
That's
guys.
Football and fighting is
That's-
violent
those
and
guys
dangerous to the
definitely.
body, and they're gonna have issues they can't recover from.
But let's keep it real. Some of them are ending.
Human beings after it. Some of these guys who play long term might never
It's
recover.
magic.
Some of them are
It's not-
ending their lives because they can't cope with it. Let's not pretend that's not
Exactly.
happening either.
So-
Exactly. So
I
if
understand
I have
the
something.
investigation of having it a painkiller that's better than the pills they give you, or
I'ma
the
put it
red
like
pill,
this.
the red
I'ma-
pill and the blue shot they give you to numb your pain.
Oh, I thought he was going Matrix. I was like, I
Me
got
too,
it.
me
Right?
too.
I was like,
These
damn.
people
Okay.
are going to
Yeah.
have
Why they give
long
him a
term
shot?
from these injuries.
Okay.
Right.
So here's what I'm gonna say. All right. Everybody
Patch in
here.
Will Smith. Patch in
Stop
Will
it!
Smith.
Stop it! I'm on a serious moment.
We're
I'm on a
talking
serious
about
moment.
CTE.
I'm on a serious. No, I'm on a serious moment.
I'm just fucking around here. Go ahead.
Put it like this. You all love me and appreciate me, right? You all want me to be able to be here the next day, right? I deal with something called PTSD as a military veteran. The military had me on 5 different fucking pills. All of them were supposed to make me better. None of them made me better. They were actually making my liver worse. They were making me more depressed, making my anxiety and my insomnia fucking significantly worse. I am here with you guys today because of this damn plant.
Tell him the
This
story
plant-
real quick with your mom's. Your mom's was like,
This
yo,
plant-
just smoke some weed.
Yeah, no, for real. My mom's the way that I
My
actually
mother would never say that.
No, honestly, Well, I'm Jamaican and Dominican. I'm Jamaican, Dominican, and Italian. My dad's Italian and Irish.
My dad's a fat weed head too.
My mom's Dominican and Jamaican. And like Bogart just mentioned, I came home from the military. It was about 3 months that I had been home. The night terrors weren't getting better. The screams, and I was waking up in the middle of the night, sweat, just fucking hating life. Reliving everything that I've ever seen.
That's why he's so skinny. He sweats fiercely in his sleep.
No, honestly, the reason why I'm so skinny is because of
I'm just fucking with you. I'm
pills.
skinny. Oh shit, my bad.
No,
Shit.
but
I'm not gonna joke about that.
But
my version was better though.
But no, like 7 years ago, I was 125 motherfucking pounds for a month and a half straight, yakking up my whole entire life, getting over 5 different medications that I had honestly no business being put on. It took a doctor from the VA while I was living in Virginia, in VA, that told me,
hey, you ain't even supposed to be on these
that told me, he was like, yo, this is really a fucked up regimen that they have you on. I can't tell you this on record, but I can tell you this right the fuck now. Colorado's doing some studies. Cannabinoid receptors have been proven in your body to help recoat your liver, especially after going through what you've been through.
That's why I feel like it could fix CTE too.
I ended up moving. I ended up moving to Colorado in 2015 when marijuana first became legal here, where I now live. I am now 7 years.
Actually, it was like 2013 even.
Or something like that.
Decriminalized, yeah.
But
full recreational actually.
But I moved here. I have been 7 years. I have not taken a single pill. I don't even take a Tylenol when I'm hungover. I have functioning liver functions
no
again.
Bear? Yellow.
I don't like when you're on pills and when you're going through that, it's really hard to have. This is gonna be very personal, but to have motherfucking bowel movements, honestly.
Oh yeah, you ain't shitting nothing. Just you be pushing hella hard, little bitty purple.
Yeah, and the pills clog you up. Now, I'm a normal person. I live life. 7 years later, I have a normal fucking marriage. I run a company normally, and I'm.
What's
I'm
a normal marriage? Do tell.
Normal is subjective.
I mean, I don't. She doesn't have to deal with. She doesn't have to deal with.
He's a model American.
She doesn't have to deal with. Okay,
he's one hell of a model American.
Sorry, I had to say it.
When I say
you want to know how I know Sven's wife isn't watching?
She doesn't have to deal with the PTSD episode. No, she doesn't have to deal with. She doesn't have to deal with me having to rattle a fucking bottle. It could be a trigger
too, right, Sven?
Yeah, but no, for real though, marijuana is a medicine. It is a fucking plant. There's still so much that we're learning about it. So for us to just kind of turn the other cheek and be like, nah, I don't think it can work. I think that's kind of almost borderline ignorant. We don't know what this can do. So the fact these brothers are doing this.
Oh, we know it's magic, bro.
The fact these brothers are doing this, the fact that it says lived on our planet since prehistoric Jurassic times, and it's still motherfucking
the
here.
Dinosaurs were getting high, bro.
It's a beautiful thing, and I'm happy that our society is finally getting it, stepping over it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you had to have the roach clip. You know what I'm saying? That's where the roach clip derives from, bro.
But I mean, overall, I don't think there's a way to recover brain cells you've lost from getting hit in the head. I don't think we've had that yet. I think we've had
psilocybin mushrooms have been known to redevelop dead cells and shit like that.
But
I can see mushrooms more than
cannabinoids have worked in Alzheimer's research as well.
Listen, this is why I'm on cannabis and mushrooms as much as possible.
Cannabinoids have been known to work in Alzheimer's.
I gotta stay alive.
He's your test subject.
One too many hits.
Bogart is the test subject.
Let's go ahead and get into the next topic, and we start off with Jake. Many NBA fans are fucking livid. The amount of tweets and Instagram posts I have seen over this are insane. Damian Lillard is not going to be a all-star starter.
Shout out to the town. Shout out to Oakland.
Over international phenom Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic will start over him. Has Luka surpassed Dame, or is Mr. Dollar Bills, y'all, still not to be fucked with? Go ahead, Jake.
Yes, he has as a player, and I think he is a generational player, not a talent. But his skill set brings this level we've not seen before.
I have to take a business call. I'll be right
makes up
back.
for his lack of ability to really be quick laterally. And the only thing Damian Lillard has on him is wins early, because this is a weird season where you don't have those number of games to really see who's good or bad yet. 1's 4th, 1's 10th in the West. I get it, but it's just weird because it's so
I'm about to
early in
roll
the
some, but I'm sure
playoff
that's going to be
race.
difficult.
Usually you have 52, 53 games. You usually have like 30, so you really can't judge who's good or bad right now. So I think win-loss record's out the window. It does not matter. And the only thing you can really give Damian Lillard is the 5% and three-point percentage that he has. And everything else is definitely in Luka's favor. And plus, you have to think about the NBA All-Star is fan voting. The NBA is not popular in the U.S. It is falling below 1 million viewers per game in the U.S. It's
That's
really
crazy.
fallen off. It is not popular. It does not make money in the U.S. It's a foreign product now. You're looking
Where's
for
the
the
high- do
Latin
you know the
countries,
highest
you're looking
ratings?
for Europe. Yeah,
Europe?
it's falling off heavily. It's bad.
Hey,
To
that
the point where
that Euro step, bro.
yeah, no, it's not an American product anymore. And Luka is the Serbian, I guess, savior per se when it comes to this NBA thing, where he's one of the bigger stars in that, where people are going to vote for him. And half the vote for the All-Star is based on fan vote, and Serbia will be behind him. They will make accounts, make false accounts, and vote for him. So, yeah, it's a popularity contest. And I think he's a better player right now, and I think it will come to the fact that he is more popular because the NBA is not big in the U.S. It's bigger in other countries. And as
That's
a
a good
result,
fucking
he
point.
won't be the starter every year
Sure.
he plays. Yao Ming was a starter when he played because of China. So
Sure, I think
it's
so.
gonna be a foreign
Yao
concept.
Ming-
Hey, Yao Ming was good.
I'll take it here. I think that's a
The
good
Asian
point
Shaq.
for sure. I think it's a good point for sure. And the international market is a big reason why the NBA is not regressing in any means. It's taking steps forward with that regard. And with that being said, where the viewership comes doesn't really matter where the viewership comes necessarily. And ratings from last year are up 36% on multiple reports from the shortened season, especially with everything that was going on.
Quarantine.
Right. So I think at the end of the day right now, the ratings are trending the opposite direction, but you do have a point. You didn't necessarily say it's dying off in general. You just said it was transitioning to a slightly more dominant
It's not
international
American
market.
product anymore.
Yeah, I mean
These
it's
main events the big games are getting 1 million views in the U.S. But
I think it's been a
Jake
long.
the
It's been,
Great doesn't deal in you know, like middle grounds. He's like, it's either listen, we're done.
It's
in the
either
middle
one
ground.
or
He's
the
like,
other.
he's like, listen,
Yeah, and-
UK dominates it.
And no, really, I think they still do a good job staying relevant everywhere. But the thing, it's been a long-term goal getting them more fluent in the international market with NBA Africa. They have all of the different camps in different areas. They have everything showcased with the international. They changed the freshman and
100%
sophomore game, changed the freshman and sophomore game to the USA versus the world game. They're definitely smart. They branded that way. Jake, you have a point. And I don't think that matters. But with my take, I think Damian Lillard is still the better point guard overall. I think this is also comparing them at two very different points of their
And you
career.
got bars, bruh.
Right, absolutely. I think it's two very different points of their career. He's got at least, what is it, 6 years, 7 years on
He's about
top
to
of
drop a
Luka.
diss track on Luca, bruh.
Sure, but at the same time too, I think Dame Lillard. Yeah, I mean it's
He has like
at least
7 on him actually.
right, exactly. So 7. So at that point, we're comparing a man in a 7-year progress in comparison to Luka. So Luka will be a better player than Dame Lillard. And the thing is, Luka's stats are better than Dame's right now. Some percentages, like you mentioned, aren't in his favor, but when it comes to points, it's right about the same, 29 points a game. And then you got better rebounds, better assists. It's just how that is. And it doesn't hurt that he's the star international player that the NBA has right now, one of many, but the face of the NBA when it comes to
international.
Absolutely. So that's
Anthony?
great. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is a popularity contest. I mean, if you want to talk about international votes, this, that, or third, I think it comes down to the disrespect to Dame. I feel like we've never respected Dame. We kind of saw it in the bubble with
Shout out to Oakland.
We saw it in the bubble with him going crazy. He basically carried the Blazers into the playoffs. I think Luka is the hot new thing. He was kind of like an MVP candidate coming into this season. Everybody thought he was going to be, amazing. I just think we disrespect Dame. Like, that really is what it is to me. All the time it was always him compared to somebody else, and I felt like no matter who you compared him to, they always took the other person. Bro, he's one of like the clutchest players I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, we love talking about LeBron, KD, all. Bro,
business.
I'm gonna keep it a bug. If I got to take a shot, word to Max Kellerman,
100%.
I want Iguodala. No, I'm kidding.
Shout out to Iggy.
Damian Lillard, I might give him the ball for my last shot in the NBA, bro. Like, this man casually hits.
I respect that take.
Bro,
I
he
love
casually hits a 40-footer a game to win the game. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's the disrespect. I feel like they're trying to push
It's a film first stats thing. I feel it. Garrett.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Jake for sharing his PTSD story. That takes balls to get on camera and talk about that. So shout out to you, man.
Robbie.
And I will see the rest of my time to Hustler because I haven't watched the NBA since Jordan won it in '98.
I like it. So I think you might be actually the only one who's close to you is Justin, since the Supersonics.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. No, that helps us save time too.
He does
Go ahead, Hustler.
I pretty much gave my take already.
Yeah, we know.
The millennials made the swing happen. That's what it is, because Dame should have been there. When you look at it, when it comes to scoring and everything, Dame's more efficient. Luka may have him a couple points on the field goal percentage, but free throw, 3-point, Dame's where it's at. And then Luka, he pads the stat sheets on the assists and the rebounds a little bit. That's what gives him a little bit of the edge, because most people just look at points, assists, and rebounds. And if you only look at those three stats, you're going to pick Luka. But for me, it's still Dame. But the votes won out, and I'm sure it's just more millennials and more people not in America, just around the world. And Luka's the hot commodity right now, most popular superstar in the world. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sven or Justin, do you have anything to say other than Seattle Supersonics?
Yeah, neither of these guys can hold a torch to Gary Payton, the glove.
Gary Payton.
Woo, let's go, Payton.
Go ahead, Sven. Your turn.
Ever since Major League Baseball deemed their All-Star game to nothingness of no more home field advantage for the American or National League, I've stopped caring.
Bro, you liked that?
I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool because it meant something.
See, like,
you know what I mean? Like, it actually.
Fan, but I fucking hated that, bro. I thought it made it count way too much. Like, they're there to have fun. That's why I thought it was never fun.
I like the fact that it actually was a game of, yes, these are the best players, but we're gonna actually play for something. Like, basketball is a joke. Football. Why do they even
Nobody
do
watches
it?
That.
Hockey, I like the skills challenges in hockey more than I like the actual game. I feel like who can hit the crossbar, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's pretty
same
cool.
in football though. The day before
those stuff, yes, exactly. Like that's kind of
the home run derby.
Cool.
Shit, I've always liked
home run derby, but like
absolutely.
I loved watching baseball when it meant something.
See, like, I never liked the All-Star for home field because, like, then you couldn't go out there and just lay back and have fun. You were taking that shit so serious.
I liked it, though. Hey, y'all two take it to SportsMe, all right? Get a room.
Baseball, sports. Baseball, sports, my friend.
We do baseball big time.
But NBA, I don't know. I think the NBA All-Star game is a joke.
Yeah, Spin is our baseball analyst.
We're in this, man.
It was always a joke.
If the NBA, okay, so if they just decided to cancel the All-Star game, like, would you guys like really be like, oh wait, did they have the All-Star game this year? Right, you'd be like, oh my god, did they have an All-Star game this year?
I wouldn't give a shit.
Like, no,
the only ones that are riding, if NBA All-Star Weekend got canceled would be Tatiana's in South Beach. Right?
Shaq to come out on stage. I don't know. Like, is he going to do that this year?
Hey, that's the only time I get to see any of my Supersonics.
Oh my fucking god! Go ahead, Bogart.
You muted him. You muted him again. Did he just mute himself? He just left the show. He just left his own show.
Yeah, he did.
So while he's backstage,
and Bogart's still muted.
He is. Right? He's still muted.
Hey, Monique, what do you think?
Bogart's unmuted.
Yeah. All right.
You kick yourself out of your own show. You don't have to do that, bro. Don't be that hard on yourself. Do not be that hard on yourself.
No, go ahead, Bogart. My fault. I tried to unmute you and I fucking hit the red X.
What was I gonna say? Something about baseball and whatever. Was it? We're on baseball now.
We're not on baseball.
Oh yeah. Oh, Damian Lillard.
Oh, the All-Star game. Yeah. And
Represent Oakland and
hey, bro,
yeah.
he's a shooter, bro. Don't fuck with him, bro. He's a shooter, bro. He's
Made
from
you
the
look.
town. You know what I mean? And we ain't talking about basketballs, bro. He's a shooter, bro.
Monique,
the other guy in this conversation.
That's it.
Yeah, Luca. Yeah, I mean he's not
Okay,
high.
there we
You know
go.
what I mean?
Okay, no, that take's legit. Okay, you remember the other guy on the take. Let's go.
So, Monique, your turn.
Yeah, no, I love Luka for sure, but Dame definitely got robbed, just like how Anthony was saying. Just he's a better, like he's more clutch player. Like, and anybody that I'm gonna like give my last shot to is definitely gonna be Dame. Like everybody was just saying all good points, but at the end of the day, it's a popularity contest. So like, what can you really do, right? With all three games.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is true.
And
This
the
is
only
true.
slight fix, and I remember this was after McGrady in 2011, where he was almost a starter after one good game.
Nice.
Yeah. They almost made him a starter for
shoes
one
were
good
dope,
game in
too.
New York. That the NBA said the NBA fan votes only 50% of it. The rest is the players. So they did change it a little
and you know
bit,
Lillard
but
talks
it's-
shit to a lot of players too.
Let's
But
go
it's
ahead and get
still
into the
played-
very next topic.
Yeah.
Let's get into the next topic. The Lakers are without Anthony Davis for 4 weeks, and the Utah Jazz currently lead the West. Can LA win enough games until Davis recovers to maintain the two seed? And how much does seeding matter for this team and come the playoffs? Hello.
The seeding doesn't matter to them.
How many games is Anthony Davis out?
We're
Like,
starting
how
with
long
He's
is he?
out for 4 weeks.
He's out for 4 weeks.
Maybe
Yeah.
13.
I was
4
gonna
weeks.
say like
Don't worry.
12, 13 games, right?
Hey guys, we're starting with Monique
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, we'll start with Monique.
That's okay though. I was gonna feed off of what Bogart was saying anyway, so.
My mother raised me better than that. I'm sorry.
Give it to us,
No
Monique.
problem.
Nice.
I was called Anthony Davis. What I feel about that? I mean, I'm not too sure just because like sorry Perry, I know you're a Lakers fan, but I don't really follow the Lakers as much when it comes to basketball. I don't break your heart.
You know that's a transcendent man standing there. Anthony Davis is massive. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Bogart,
Yeah, for sure.
what do you think, Bogart?
So,
Well, I mean, I was expecting her to show some love to the Brow. You know what I mean? Because she's from Toronto, right? You know what I mean?
Is the Brow from Toronto?
No, but you know what I'm saying.
No, he's from Cleveland.
Oh, is he from Cleveland? Oh, I thought he was a Canadian.
He was as a freshman. He was a 5'11" point guard. And then as a sophomore, he was a 6'11" center.
Oh, you're from Cleveland, so you would know.
Yeah.
That's.
He was
I mean,
a
that's dude.
6'1".
That's gotta hurt. Think about that.
We're
Think
talking
about
Anthony
Brown.
Davis.
I
Think
think
about
I got
Brown.
confused.
he went from
I might have got
Cleveland
confused
State
with the Brown and
to
Drake
Kentucky,
because
number one in the
Drake
country.
is the
That
other
year.
eyebrows guy.
You mean
No,
Drake
he
from
went-
State Farm?
No,
he went from Cleveland
Drake.
State
No, I'm
to
talking about Drake's
Kentucky.
eyebrows
Like-
and the Brow. See, that's why
Yeah.
I got confused there. You know?
No.
God, I hate those commercials.
Anthony Davis played point
Bogart,
guard
when
in
was
high
the last
school
time you
and
weren't
middle school,
confused?
and then he grew to 6'11".
Bogart's always
17
confused.
minutes ago.
I did.
Gary,
When was the last like voyage to like the moon?
Yeah, hold on. What was it? See,
All
I
right.
did it to myself right now.
Wait,
what
really
was the
quick.
I
question
think we're on
again?
Sven.
What was
No.
the question?
All right, so who
What are we talking?
on?
Anthony Davis? Anthony
Yeah.
Davis out? I don't know. LeBron can handle a team by himself, but Anthony Davis is a huge part of that. It's gonna be rough sailing, I think, for the Lakers. I don't follow basketball. I'm in a fantasy basketball league. Couldn't tell you who probably 96% of the league is, and I'm in the middle of the pack right now. But I know that Anthony Davis is disgusting. LeBron James, obviously, but I don't. This is going to be tough. And Utah is playing. I know that Utah is playing incredible because I have Donovan Mitchell on my fantasy team, who's killing it. So the Jazz, man. I want like different teams. I'm sick and tired of seeing the same crap. LeBron, stop going to the finals, please.
No, LeBron keep going to the finals. If you
Like I like it, but it's
LeBron
it's
and
like
Brady,
holy
bro, that's
crap,
it.
man!
Brady and
Like,
LeBron are
what?
just gonna
Brady
keep
like
doing this.
LeBron is like this is unlike what.
It's easier for LeBron though.
Right, it's so much easier.
Yeah, NBA is a lot easier than the
So much easier, man. One player makes a huge difference. Yes, Tom Brady was one player, but it took a team.
I remember the question
It took a
now.
team.
That's right. Yes, I think they'll be all right.
Motherfucker.
To the.
All right, Justin has no take besides. Send
3
it
hours
back.
later,
Yeah, they
Bogart
need to get Sean Kemp in there to replace him.
Yes.
And his 15 kids.
We need the Seahawks.
Yeah, or they could get Sean Kemp Jr.
Junior.
Washington
Trying to
Husky.
give Kamari a run for the money.
Go
bro.
ahead, Hustler. Go ahead, drop your take, bro.
Well, actually, I gotta hop out of here too, so I'll see you guys later.
Take one before you go, man. Got anything left in there?
He said, "Oh."
I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
Well, let me grab some.
So
everything's closed in Texas.
All right, go ahead, Hustler. Drop your take, bro.
So the question is, are they going to be able to hold the 2 seed? 100% hell no, they're not going to be able to hold the 2 seed. Now, does it matter? Hell no, it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't.
LA,
as long as
baby.
they're in the playoffs and Anthony Davis and LeBron James are there, it's not going to matter. I'm a Laker hater, just so you know, because I'm from San Diego and we beef with LA. So it just is what it is in the sports world. But
or as the Filipinos would call it, San Diego. Yeah, that's how we say it.
But I'd love to have a Jordan versus LeBron debate because those get real heated, and I'm all about it.
Get me ready. Yeah, get me ready.
LeBron's in like a weird. He's in like a weird category.
That shit
of his own,
said, that
LeBron.
shit said sportsman all crazy, bro.
Yo, that shit said sportsman like motherfucker, didn't it? Yeah, that was hey.
It really did.
He's missed the finals what, like once in
You
his
know,
career.
that is the trash topic you throw out to any debate show you don't have a topic for. And you're like, oh, Stephen A, say this, or whoever loser on his side, say this.
Yeah, but we
Just
can make
like,
that. No, there's
This
ways
is your
to
take,
like.
this is his take, and just go with it. And
No, I've
there's
seen the
answer.
homies on SportsMe. I've seen the homies on SportsMe make that shit actually like interesting. Let's go ahead, Garrett.
See, if you could throw stats at it, it's fine. But you just throw like before a show, we have no topics. Look, MJ versus LeBron, like it's not good.
LeBron held on to his hair longer.
Neither.
LeBron grew it back.
Go ahead, Garrett.
Okay, so Anthony Davis out for 4 weeks. Yeah, go Jazz. I like to see fresh meat in there. I think you all are missing the bigger point here. We need to discuss the other big man that we should all be talking about. Luka Garza is the consensus player of the year. That's all I got.
Oh my gosh, you really went. You really went to the
chalk.
tournament with
You
that.
went chalk.
No,
I
he
can
went.
dig it.
He. Hey. Luka Garza, wherever he goes next year, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be huge.
Yeah, that is true though.
Big man from Iowa. He's doing his motherfucking thing. I've been studying his tape
Iowa's
for a
pretty
very
good.
long
This
time.
Hey, check this out, man. Did you appreciate like
Garrett, I need to speak to you about,
Bethard and Kittle out there?
Betting in March Madness because I'm going to Vegas for March Madness.
Oh, we're
You know
all
something I
over
don't.
gambling. We'll
I put a hundo on Michigan to win it.
Oh, there's gonna be.
Please
there's gonna
send
be
me
some-
everything, and I'll bet everything and be an idiot.
We have the best.
Garrett
gambling
from
guys.
Iowa on Twitter. Find me.
Yeah.
That one dude named Garrett from
The
Iowa.
one Garrett.
I'll find you.
There's so many Garretts in the world. He's the
No,
one.
Garrett
He's
from
from
Iowa. Garrett
He's
from
from
Iowa.
No, he got the tag.
He's the
He
one,
got the Twitter tag. There we go.
He's the only one. The only Garrett from Iowa.
Hey Perry, go ahead, bro.
I think it's Anthony.
No, it's all right, Robbie. It's okay. Just don't fuck with me. I get it. You know.
Oh,
It's the
shit.
Patriot. It's the Patriot.
It's
It's the Patriot Yankee fan.
When the screen moves, I'm sorry.
It's
Go
all
ahead, Anthony. Go
Do
ahead.
you live in
Anthony.
Connecticut? Do you live in Connecticut?
No, I'm from New York.
Where in New York?
I'm like an hour from the city.
Dude, I'm from Orange County originally.
No shit.
Where are you from?
I'm from Walk Hill. Like, you know where that is?
Bullshit. Monroe Woodbury.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. That's like that's like dead ass a half hour.
Dude, that's like it's like 40 minutes from us.
Hey, you two can touch tips, especially in talk
No,
baseball.
I
here.
love that.
Dude, we
I
will
love
definitely
this.
make eye contact. We will.
No, absolutely. I won't even keep.
What is it without eye contact?
Bro, I won't even keep
Eye
my.
contact's a must.
No, I won't
It's
even keep my
absolutely
socks on
necessary.
either. We'll go
Nice.
full on. I won't even keep my
yeah.
socks on.
Oh,
But,
God damn it,
That's
Anthony,
how they
go
do it up
ahead.
there in outer
Walk
New
Hill,
York
that's
City.
hysterical. That's
Yo,
awesome.
get this dude's comments, bro. He said he from Walden. Who this, bro? That's my
Walden,
Yo,
no
break it-
shit.
Breaking
That
out
is
the
cool.
tape. Hey, I'm actually trying to get breaking down the tape on the where we're gonna open up March with the homies.
Bro,
so
the universe
Yo,
is
shout
so
out
dope.
the
That dude's from
845
Walden,
dead
too.
ass.
Did you go to Valley Central breaking?
No,
the
I
tape?
went to
Breaking down the tape?
Walkill.
No, breaking down the tape. Like
Oh,
Walden. Well, I think Walden was Valley Central.
Walden's Valley Central.
845.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out the 845, baby.
And toilets the titles. My boy Johnny Sheps, Coach
Hey.
Sheps on there. We went to high school. Like we grew
Like,
up
that's
together.
your
Like
boy.
he's
You got
like we grew up
Hey,
together.
Hey, Sheps. So it sounds like we're probably gonna have a whole ass New York episode, like March
Valley
5th.
Central. No. We're gonna have an 845 episode.
Yeah,
not
fuck
a,
it.
not,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
gonna be-
Yo, fuck New
845.
York. Yo, this is the real New York. Everybody thinks when you're from New York, you're from the city. Nah,
Right?
bro.
They're like exactly the same with stereotyping. Like they're like, oh, I went
Like,
to
nah,
school.
bro.
I went to school at the Jersey Shore, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, do you know like DJ Vinny or whatever his name, or like Paulie D or something?" I'm like, "No, fuck you! Like get the fuck out of
That's
here!"
funny
Like, I
that
don't
you
know
said that.
douche.
I used to work at Stewart Airport. You'll know
He's
that.
like,
You know what that is, right, Sven?
You used to work at
yeah.
Stewart Airport?
Yeah, bro. And guess who my
Robert
manager
Kraft, give
was?
me
Guess who my
money.
manager was? Snooki's dad.
Because they're from. She's from
Bullshit.
Poughkeepsie. She's from Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Chilean. She's not.
Bro,
she's
my
not even
manager
Italian.
was
She's
Yo,
like
Snooki's
a
hey,
dad.
can we
He was-
continue on with the motherfucking show?
His man's
After
name
dark,
was
man. Some
Andy-
crazy shit. goes
Bro,
on.
Andy Palizzi, coolest motherfucker I've ever met.
I am giving y'all a whole show March 5th. Literally, Coach Shep's gonna be on. I'm gonna hit up breaking down the tape.
March
Sven,
5th.
you're
All
gonna
right,
be
dude. I
on.
gotta put it on my calendar. I gotta.
Anthony, you'll be on now. All of a fucking sudden, there's gonna be a whole ass New York shit. All right, Walden, stand the motherfucking up. All right, fuck it. Fuck. Anthony, you don't get a take now. You don't get a take now. Perry, you go.
Okay,
You don't
so,
golf. You should golf.
AD is so important. It's just
Oh,
like
That was great.
it's gonna hurt. You're gonna lose some games. You're gonna drop in the seedings a bit, but don't act like this team isn't tooled for something like this. They went out and took a roster last year and made it even deeper with both reigning 6 men of the year. So you're bringing two of the most efficient men off the bench, one of them that's able to play that position. And it's a different game when you have slightly more small ball, but they're going to put it together. They're the number one defensive rated team in the league, not just because of AD. And so it's not just can they put up enough points. And LeBron James very well might win the MVP this year now because of the volume that he's about to have to take on. So these
really
stats
quick.
are about to go up even further. So
Really quick,
I
Perry.
think we'll be good. We're making the playoffs no matter what.
Perry, this just hit me. Anthony and Anthony Fantasy Baseball Podcast.
Oh,
Listen, I got a baseball
Dude, and
show
he
already.
actually loves
Yeah,
baseball. He just said,
whoa,
and he's a
wait,
Yankee
Sven,
fan. I named my
Sven,
dog Jeter. I named my dog Jeter.
As you fucking should.
we'll
Yo,
have
hold
to
on.
get
Yo,
you
hold
on
on. I'm gonna
next
take.
banner
Yo, I'm gonna take
ASAP.
this camera off. Yo, watch this. Ready? Bam.
Don't even show them that fast.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes, sir.
That swing. That swing.
And the WWE belt up
I saw him.
there.
Yes,
I saw him
sir.
get his 3,000
That's
Hey,
he
hey.
makes eye contact with that.
We're gonna have a talk. We're
every
gonna
night.
have a talk. We're gonna have a talk.
I would have Derek. I would have Derek Jeter's children.
I would have
Anthony,
his
Yo,
show.
we got to get him on backstop banner, Connie. We
Jeter?
got to get him on backstop
Forget
banner.
about it.
I would have Jeter and Tom's children.
Hey,
Oh,
Thor.
I mean, I would get in a
Monique,
limo
clip
and
that.
get a welcome basket. You know, the night.
Monique,
after
you gotta
I
clip
slept with
that.
him, like in a limo.
Yo, these two. Do you see? Do you hear the stuff that these two say? Like the show between these two is gonna be fucking awesome.
We're gonna 100%. Yeah, it's the best.
Okay.
Rumboyz and
We're just
all
gonna
that.
turn it into a Yankee show.
And we
As
gotta
we
have
should,
Jake. We
though.
gotta have
You
Jake
damn
have fights on
Yankees.
raps like we already were planning. So we're gonna have a lot of cross right here.
Bro, hey, let's yo.
I'm about to have Hustler
Jake,
on
Jake,
keeping it blood too.
Hey,
So we're gonna have
this is-
everyone on
This
everything.
is not Rumboyz After Dark. This is
Jake.
Matchmaker.
So the issue is to hold on to the 2 is ridiculous because they're only 1 game ahead of the Clippers. So no, they're gonna drop a game.
For sure.
It's just not possible. If they're dropping a game, who cares? Like it does not matter long term. Home field means nothing. The only time home field matters is when the refs walk into a stadium with a bunch of people and have to deal with the booing with a call that doesn't go their way. It might sway them long term.
There's no fans
When it
anymore
comes
either.
to
So.
this limited
Right? The
fan,
game has changed.
Shout out
Yes, it
Illinois
means
and the
nothing.
hometown home
And,
arena referees.
I get it. By that time, and actually by most states right now are opened up and just are having fans. But the NBA as a whole has to have a fair play where probably California won't for some reason. I don't really know why. So there's going to be no fans regardless. So I don't think home field means much minus the flights. So they're going to drop maybe to the Clippers, and they're only a couple games behind actually Portland. But does not matter in the end. It's 13
And he
games
says he
that play
doesn't watch basketball.
And are we acting like Portland didn't lose CJ McCollum too, and they're still in the rain? Like these teams build to be able to sustain losses. That's plain and simple.
I mean,
Yeah, they got mad depth. They got a mad deep ass
Again,
bench.
CJ McCollum
Yeah,
from Canton,
come on.
Ohio.
Yeah, that's
from
one
Canton,
of
Ohio,
the
by the
deepest
way.
guys, right?
Okay.
I got
okay.
it in
That we played
Ohio.
against
Well, hold
and
on.
Actually, almost beat.
Well, let's get into the final topic of the night.
Scusi.
This topic is a topic. Look, I see Monique fucking hitting the Birdman. She is rubbing her hands. She's like, "Oh, I've been waiting for this shit all night."
Yeah, dude. I
Let's
do.
go.
It's
Licking the chops.
This
Y'all let
topic,
her go first.
Yeah, we're gonna go ladies first.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna go ladies first. Fellas, everyone else in the middle, we're gonna let the fight analysts honestly just go first, and then we'll all chime in after. We're gonna treat this kind of like a SportsMe battle. We're gonna let them go 1v1. We're gonna let them two go 1v1.
It's
about to happen.
I think we're
And
on the
then-
same page here.
Well, I mean, how about we find out? Okay.
I'd like to
Many
hear
will
the
argue-
in-depth analysis.
Many will argue that
What's your
Canelo Alvarez is the best right now that he has ever been, leading people to kind of debate, could right now Canelo Alvarez beat prime Floyd Mayweather? We start with Monique. Jake, you go next. The rest of us will unleash afterwards. Gentlemen, pit bulls in the cage. Keep yourselves on the chain. Monique, continue.
Oh man, I don't know, man. Just because prime Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever seen boxing, but this guy's a legend for a reason, and his defensive, the way that he fights defensively is nobody can do that in my opinion. And I'm not the biggest fan of Canelo personally. I'm a big fan of all the other boxers, but Canelo does look the sharpest that he's ever fought. I just don't think that he's gonna be prime Floyd Mayweather. What do you think, Jake? You agree with me? Are you on the fence with that?
For me? All right. So Floyd purposely drained him, made him not drink water for like a week and a half, and piss out all the hydration he had to drop that weight and fight him when he was young. So we saw a fighter that did get beat down, and I get it. It was a young Canelo. It's very fair to argue that. Underweight for that fight, who took that fight like an idiot. Never should have taken that. You're the young star. Make the old guy come up to you if you have to. And that was a mistake. Right now, if I'm going to take a prime Canelo, which is right now 168, the most Floyd's ever weighed in at is 151 on the dot. If I'm taking that,
Except
with a
for
young
when he's
Floyd-
wearing all his jewelry.
No, when he weighs in 151, and I would take
But when
that
he's
one, that's
wearing
cool.
all his
and that
jewelry,
actually goes
bro.
to my point. I will give Floyd the weight of just being in drawers, stepping on that scale. I'll give him that one. Does not matter.
I
70
like it.
pounds.
Jake said drawers. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, quickness right there. I don't care.
He
Like,
said
this
drawers.
weight is a difference. You drained a Canelo and beat him down at 22 years old. I don't care. Like, that fight means nothing to me. And I think he beats Floyd down in this prime. Because he has 3 weight classes on him. 4 weight classes on him, actually. Because boxing's weird, but they have every 3 pounds of weight class. So, I don't see a reason you could pick against Canelo. And that's fair, and I respect Floyd for taking that opportunity to push him down and beat the bigger dude. But like, no, I mean Canelo is such a bigger fighter. You drained him down at the time, at his young age. I mean Floyd, in his prime, would not beat a top 168 pounder, and that's
So
what Canelo
so
is.
Floyd's running every round. He's just tagging. He's trying to do the points thing.
I mean, at that time he did, and he dominated him every round.
Yeah.
And that's fair. I agree with that.
I'm saying, no, but
if
that's
you're
the
gonna
game
have
plan.
the 168, like, there's no way I take a prime Canelo right now at 168 versus a prime 151 Floyd. Walking around, and
You know what's crazy
Floyd.
is I feel like
That's
Mayweather
17
only
pounds
takes
pre-weight
fights,
cut.
bro.
Like,
that
you're
he
not
can
gonna
win.
have me take that. Because by that weight cut, you got to have Canelo putting on 175 and Floyd putting on 159. Like, that's so much difference in weight. I have to take Canelo. And I don't
Is
know
it
the
going the
topic,
distance?
like, as in of like a debate in terms of like if you're gonna take their styles. Like, yeah, Floyd at his weight's quicker and better, but Canelo at his weight alone, at having that 178, 179 frame when he walks into the ring, would make me take that 20-pound difference. Be like, yeah, I mean, I don't care the skill set. One punch would drop Floyd. If it lands,
But can he get
that's
that
20
one?
pounds heavier than Floyd would
Can
be.
he get the
Well,
one?
Bogart's already kind of chimed in.
Go
Let's
ahead.
get into
Yeah,
the
go
rest of
ahead,
the way
Bogart, but I
the
don't
way
know.
the
Might be
panel.
crazy. So
We've seen how Monique and Spin feel, and they are the fight experts. Which, by the way, Monique, did you really quick before we get into the race of the panel? Before we get into the race
I
of
did
the
used to
panel,
watch a lot of fighting.
before we get to the rest of the panel, Monique, did you used to grow? Did you grow up fighting?
Me, I grew up. I had a black belt in Taekwondo, if that counts as fighting.
It does count.
Okay, yeah, no, that 100% counts.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did quite Taekwondo. Sure.
So I did Muay Thai. I did Muay Thai. I am a black belt in American Karate. And
Black belt in eating.
and I did a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Not a whole lot. Like I'm not that great, but like purple belt status in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, I'm learning right now, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. So and a little bit of boxing.
Oh yeah.
Get into it. The ground will save you. Like the ground will honestly save you. But yeah, I figured that. I could kind of tell. Honestly, just kind of like even like the way like you move your camera phone angles. It's like you're definitely very agile and sturdy. Everything is kind of with the patience. I could tell. Fighters are able to see other fighters.
Monique
Just
can
so
kick
you
my
know.
ass. Monique for sure can kick my ass.
Monique, you'll love you'll love interviewing Cesar. I'll get you an interview with Cesar, and you'll enjoy it. Like fighters, we see each other from a fucking mile away. Like we know each other. Like it's like okay, like there's a reason. Like yeah. So mad respect. Now like I know that, like mad respect for your analysis because you're definitely coming from a place of know it all. Mad respect. Anthony, we're gonna go Anthony, Garrett, and then Hustler, and then Perry, and then we'll close out.
Listen, I'll keep it real. I like to shut my mouth when I don't know shit, and right now I'm gonna be quiet. Like my first thing I ever did when I got into Unwrapped, I actually did like an MMA 101 thing with Monique. So I'm out here learning. I'm trying. But yeah, listen, I will yield my time to whoever actually knows what they're talking about.
Okay. Really quick, I just want to add before we go into Garrett. Maybe Garrett maybe want to embellish on this. Canelo has it appears to me has gotten a little bit more top heavy. I think that could possibly slow him down, and I think that no matter what the form shape that he is in, whether he bulks up or he gets smaller, maybe make himself a little bit more lower, less in his hip box, make himself a little bit smaller, and even make himself even a little bit faster in that sense. I still think it's not enough to face someone that's like Floyd Mayweather, which probably has one of the smallest hit boxes in the weight class, and also is the fastest. Garrett, do you have anything different?
I don't have anything real deep. I don't keep up on current boxing. I personally find it hard to believe that anybody could take down Mayweather in his prime. I mean, the guy was just so dominant when he was at the top there. So, but
He
I don't
has a lot of money.
And that's a fair take too. And my struggle with I guess opposing him on this opinion was that 17 pounds is a big difference, and you're gonna get hit. And Floyd did get hit. It's just not gonna hit clean. How does he handle a guy that's 22, 25, maybe 28 pounds heavier than him, hitting him consistently with a jab and just trying to time things up? And I've not seen that because whenever he's fought dudes bigger than him, he's like, dude, you're going to piss your weight out. I'm going to drain you before you fight. And I'm going to make sure I get this fight on my weight.
Bro, that Philly roll,
and he walks around at 156.
That Philly
And
roll
that
is
is
so
tough for me.
dangerous. That is so dangerous. When Floyd hits you with this, when he rolls with this, and it comes straight
shoulder roll,
across
yeah.
that,
No,
oh my!
It's smart, but I've not seen Floyd fight a guy that he was forced to fight up. And I'm like,
Hustler.
Again,
Oh,
man, a prime
great.
Canelo is 168 at weigh-ins. What is he at walk-ins? 179, 180. Like,
Hustler, how do you
I
feel,
don't
bro?
know.
Canelo's
We don't see it because and again, MMA does show it what you walk in at. That's a very clear thing. Me and Monique see all the time.
different.
Canelo's a
Boxing,
beast.
we don't know what they actually rehydrate to. And if Canelo's walking in at 179, 180, what does he do against the 151 Floyd Mayweather? Like,
Probably not
those
shit, 'cause
jabs
he's
that
gonna be
he
getting
does
tagged.
take and avoid the big punch and laugh at, like, those jabs actually might hurt you more than you think over a 12-round fight. There's no
Go ahead,
denying it
Hustler.
because-
Go ahead, Hustler.
Canelo's a beast. There's no taking anything away from him. But come on. Anybody who doesn't think that Floyd Mayweather isn't going to walk in there and outbox him, that's what we're talking about. Outbox him, probably take it to, the distance and win because of points. Like, that's probably the way that this will play out. He's the best defender in the game. He is a legend. I didn't like the way that he approached things, but he did things to sell tickets and sell pay-per-views, and he would outbox them.
I think
That-
everyone agrees he definitely got people at his weight.
Yeah.
It's just the prime Canelo's at 168. If you're going to have that
Sure.
fight fair, you got to have Canelo go to 151 to have
Okay.
that fight.
Well,
You gotta have
I
him
think it's
drop
fair.
20 extra
Go ahead,
pounds.
Perry.
I think it's fair, and obviously, I'm going to take your point for sure. I believe I respect performance and production, and Mayweather never lost. The goat of goats, and it's just plain and simple. It's what you've seen there, and it was his style sexy a lot of the time. I don't think so. Running away and trying to stay as trying to tire out his opponent and really not get hit that many times. It doesn't make for fun from an entertainment standpoint, but if you're looking at it from an analytical standpoint, he was a genius boxer. He moved better than anyone's ever moved. He's quick as a fucking fox. He probably wasn't the best pound for pound. Let me punch each other in the face as many times as possible and see what's up. But
Let me say this too,
he
because
never put him in that
we're gonna
position.
go off and people are going to question me on this one. If you drain Canelo to 151 right now and have him fight in their prime skill sets, Floyd all day because he's dropping 20 pounds.
Right.
Because the skill set, even at 168 for Canelo, is not what Floyd has.
Right.
It's just, I don't think if you put Canelo at 168 against Floyd, Floyd survives that for very long.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I can
taking
feel
the
that.
skill sets and comparing them, I give you Floyd, but that extra
I
20.
think we can agree
29
this.
pounds,
Is there another boxer to you that would even be in this conversation, or is it just Canelo?
See, I'd go smaller boxers,
against
and
Floyd?
that goes
Yeah.
against my argument because
Muhammad,
I'm going to give you
Muhammad
Crawford
Ali.
Crawford
Oh,
pounds,
like, of
I
all
might
time.
go
Okay.
Floyd.
Who can beat? I mean, he never lost. So, like, what fighter do you think?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Like
Crawford
Rocky
also.
Marciano.
I
No.
would go Crawford there too. I can go other fighters as well, and
Sugar Ray
Shakur
Leonard.
Stevenson. Like, I can go guys that can go with them, and I think Shakur's the next Floyd in a way.
But are all these like is Canelo
But
number
I'm
one?
not picking guys
Is he
heavier.
number
I'm
one on the
picking guys
list?
lighter than Floyd, who actually Floyd at his age was this guy's weight class,
Right.
and they grew into Floyd's weight class.
So
Floyd
it's all high-
chose
it's all
his
high.
match. He chose his fights very strategically.
Very
strategic. Yes,
Very
like,
strategically.
and-
Like I would love to see Flo like in
I wanna
Manny
see Floyd
Pacquiao's
against
prime,
2007
like
Manny
Canelo
Pacquiao
prime,
right
like
now. 100%. I'd love to
Ugh.
see that.
Even De La Hoya, like when he chose to fight him, like it was just De La
He
Hoya
was
was like,
38
come on,
years old and washed up.
exactly,
Yeah.
like come on, oh my god, I'm Floyd
was
Mayweather,
done.
I beat Oscar De La Hoya, I just
Yeah,
made
I
10
was
million
31
bucks,
years
like
old, my
good
prime
for
beat
you,
up a
bro, like you
38-year-old
didn't do
dude who
much,
was raised
like
in
come
the
on,
He's a brilliant businessman.
he's
and
so
like I said,
smart, he's
a
so
brilliant
smart.
businessman.
Hey.
I mean,
That's it.
again, guys, I think we got to compare Floyd to people his own weight. I don't think we can.
the rest of it's
say
hypothetical.
But you gotta, but that's what makes a great debate is the hypothetical aspect.
I mean,
and-
again, skill set at 168 Canelo has is so much better than everybody else has at 168.
It's the present day
But
hype.
Canelo,
That's
when
what
he
it
fought
is.
Floyd,
Present
his
day
weight
hype.
was
Present
not
day hype,
that
yeah.
weight.
Canelo's
Recency
incredible
bias.
at boxing
Pounds
too.
to
Really
fight
quick.
Floyd.
Recency
He
bias.
should not have. He could not drop that weight.
Exactly.
and
Recency
he
bias
got
is a
destroyed
thing.
for it.
I like to cut.
Hey, let's go ahead. We gotta wrap up. We have gone just a little, not much. I mean, but a little bit of time here. Make sure that you guys download the SportsMe app. I'm gonna drop the link one more again for you guys in the chat. But we're gonna go ahead and get into some outros while you guys go ahead and take the time and download the SportsMe app. You can catch debates just like this, battles just like this each and every single day, 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year, right there on SportsMe. You can catch back and forth, so you can post your own back and forth. You can debate any of the analysts that you've seen tonight, all the analysts. I'm going to provide all the analysts that are on the panel tonight with the link, and you'll be able to tap in with their profiles, get to know them on a personal level, and debate them on a personal level about anything that they're willing to participate in. They're going to be able to run their own channels, their own communities. It's going to be a blast as we develop the biggest app-based application sports community that honestly the world has ever fucking seen. Let's get into some outros. Jake, take them away with your outro, brother.
Yeah, you're going to have an article tomorrow, and I will get it done by the fight starting. So it's about how I really, really hate this idea that UFC fighters not taking a fight based on the ranking, because that's absolute media bullshit. It is all voted on. Dana does not care about that. When he hears a ranking, he hears two names that are cool styles and see who wins. And if you counter the style, that's great. And I can actually move you way up. And I don't care about the number against your name. So this is a topic I'm tired of. And again, I'm going to credit Chaelstone on this one. Take the fight. If you think you can win this fight against a guy that's only 2 spots above you and you deserve 3, take the fight and move up and say, I deserve this because I dominate this fighter. So I'm done with it. It's a media ranking that means nothing. So if you're a fighter, I will write an article on this, and I'm gonna be angry about it because, again, I'm gonna target one name, Mike Chiesa, who will not take a fight against a fighter who is ranked only 2 above him because he wants to go for a title. I'm very tired of this, and Monique agrees too. That he wants the ranking to mean something.
Yeah.
It means absolutely nothing. Your name to get to a title is who you beat in terms of marketability. And if you don't beat a guy that's ranked above you that has marketability, beat a guy that counters your style and you go up. Like, I'm tired of this UFC ranking means something. It means nothing as media. Please stop using the ranking as a defense and not take a fight.
Oh, yeah. All right, so new article from Rumboyz Combat coming on Rumboyz.com this weekend. Make sure you guys check that out. Perry, go ahead and hit him with your outro as well.
You know how everything is. I just thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I know it was a long show. We appreciate everybody sticking with us. Even if you were here from beginning to end, you're an absolute warrior. We appreciate you. So fun getting on panels like this. We're going to make it more of a regular thing and mix it up and do different kinds of stuff, of course, between Unwrapped and Rumboyz. Find all of our stuff, Unwrapped Sports, on Twitter, Instagram. Find us on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel as well. You're going to find the After Dark show on the Unwrapped Facebook. So go follow us over there. Go hit us with a like. We appreciate that. Everything's on there as well. And, you know, we got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm not going to do all of our plugs, but if you're gambling, mybookie.ag, make sure to go use USN 100. Double your money, $50 all the way to $100, all the way to $1,000. They'll also give you an extra bonus on top of it if you use USN 100 at mybookie.ag and patreon.com. Support us. If you do $10 a month, we're going to have something like this every single month. Signed Keenan Allen jersey. Beautiful quality. Everything is authentic. You know how this
drive
goes.
to your house and take it from you, man.
It's all good. As long as you pull up with some blunts, check it out.
You're in Cali,
obviously.
so I'll stop at the nearest, like, you know what I mean, dispensary, like around the block.
Viral
movie.
That's it, bro. And you're supporting us at the same time too. We're giving you other stuff too. At the same, it's not just gonna be that. Next month we'll get rather another jersey, a mini helmet, or signed cards, something that's worth a good amount of money, something that's crazy for you. Every single month you're in a Discord chat with us. We're gonna have the Rumboyz in there too that want to be in there, and you know, just be able to chop it up every single day. So yeah, follow me at Perry Aston everywhere. I just thank all my people, of course, for coming on. It's just the first of many integrated streams and many different plans that we have going on. And SportsMe, you got to check us out on there. 100%. We're taking over on that app, and it's just a good time being able to talk sports right now. Hell yeah. Pass it to
Let's
Anthony.
go ahead, Anthony.
All right. Mondays, generational sports, 7 Eastern. Me and my boy Josh do that, talk about everything. Tuesday, I have the hard count as well with CJ, another Unwrapped member, where we talk everything football. Thursday, I have a baseball show, Backstop Banter, where we do everything baseball. Make sure you check that out as well. So I'm a busy man over on the Unwrapped side. Got these 3 shows. So check out my Twitter for my show, which is Gen Z Sports, and then my personal Twitter is Anthony Condor _. And if you want to be into the gaming side of things, which I'm trying to get popping off as well, Anthony _ Conover on Twitch. Go check me out. If you got Amazon Prime and you feel like dropping a Prime sub on your boy, feel free. I'm not going to say no. But yeah, I'm a busy man out here, so check out the podcast. Each one I just said, Gen Z Sports, Backstop Banter, and the Hard Count, all available. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everything. So check that out. Give your boy a follow. Thank you, boys, for having me. Much appreciated.
Already. Hey, let's go ahead, Garrett. Talk that shit, player.
You can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Garrett from Iowa. Also on Twitch, because that's where we're going to be broadcasting our shows. Main podcast I do is the People's XFL show every Wednesday night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Basically cover all the alternate football leagues that are not NFL and do a lot of player interviews. A lot of underrated guys, so please check that out. Hit up that follow button and follow Unwrapped Sports. We got the shit going on here with the Rumboyz. Lots of great content. And results from SportsMe on Indy over under 10 wins was overwhelmingly 10 or over. I had 3 guys say under, and one was Robbie.
I was gonna say had to be
that don't count. That don't count.
One was Skeezy. One was Skeezy. I don't know him, but I'm assuming the Rumboyz do.
Thanks, Skeezy.
Easy.
And then the other guy said that they were going to be under 10 wins and take the division and be a dark horse for the Super Bowl. So I didn't really quite follow that one. So Indy over 10 wins, I think, is a safe.
They'll be on some Washington football team shit.
They might get 5.
Yeah, they're gonna be on some Washington football team shit.
Yeah,
but hey, thanks everybody for having me on. I loved it. This was a great time, and I'm gonna pass it over to Hustler.
Yep.
Whoop whoop, Fantasy Football Hustler. You can find me everywhere on social media at FF Hustler 420, living that 420 lifestyle. Follow me on YouTube. I'm putting out YouTube and Twitch, Fantasy Football Hustler. I'm doing live streams all the time. Got a bunch of IDP content that's dropping right now, so not trying to do the normal stuff. We're zigging when everyone's zagging. Going to be getting you up on IDP stuff. And next week, I'm going to be doing a selection process for 2 March Madness brackets that I'm doing, not NCAA related. One's going to be for all-time quarterbacks, then the other one's going to be for all-time fictional sports characters. So that one is going to be super dope. Going to be getting all the rankings.
Dude, I want in. I want in.
Let's go.
What's the entry fee? I got you.
If anyone wants to join in on that, I want to bring as many people on. So that one's going to be the fun one. The QB
1,000 a team? I'm in.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Hey, Spin, go ahead.
I'm a gambler.
Yeah, we're on Spin. Yep, go ahead, Spin.
At Fantasy Sven, part of the Fantasy Fam podcast, Sleeper Wire Network, Rumboyz Network. Now officially, I guess I was, a friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Now I'm family of the pod, I guess.
I'll
announce it. I mean, Sundays, every single Sunday, that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a long season, but baseball, every single Sunday, you're gonna get to see this face talking about baseball, fantasy baseball. So come check us out on the Rumboyz Network for fantasy baseball, and follow me on Twitter.
I mean, as long as you keep those cute pink glasses, I think.
Thank you. I'm actually gonna try to change it up a little bit. I'm gonna, you know what I mean, like.
Dude,
I got like 5 months to do this shit. So
go ahead, Bogart.
Hey,
Bogart,
38 days.
Bogart.
If he's gonna change the pink joints, I gotta change the red joints. Then, you know what I mean? Like,
Bogart, do your.
Hey, Bogart, where's the sword? Where's the sword?
Oh, where's the sword?
Close to you.
Oh, yes.
You've not brought this out very long.
Follow him on Twitter. He never uses it. Instagram. He's on Instagram.
Yep.
Find me. The earth is my turf.
Done. Monique.
I mean, give the sword.
Give me money.
It's obviously your turf.
Give me money.
Alright, guys. You can follow me at Morning Tippin. Also at Fights USN. We do a show on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. called Fights Unwrapped, as well as Unwrapped Sports. I'm the social media director there, so please follow up Unwrapped Sports on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and on Twitter at Unwrapped Sports. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, Rumboyz After Dark, your Friday night spot, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time, each and every single
Oh
motherfucking
shit! I
Friday
just
night.
remembered something. Me and Blake. Shout out to Bliss with Blake. Look out for My Version's Better. It's a brand new show. It's called.
Oh,
My
now you want to
Version's
have a
Better.
motherfucking outro.
The Earth is my
Hey,
turn.
listen, that if we're talking about things we forgot now, I got Trey Wingo on the show March 8th, so pull up.
Bang.
Seriously?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
he's that ass.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
We reaching for the stars.
That'll be on
baby.
the Friday. That'll be on the Friday night
Backstage
lineup.
about this, but
That's like a, that's like a
But make sure you guys check us out at Rumboyz Robbie on Twitter. Rumboyz spelled with ZNET. Every motherfucking where else. Literally, if you want to avoid all of that BS, just Google me. Type in Rumboyz in Google with the Z. You found me. You have my Twitter accounts. You have my Instagram accounts. You can find me on SportsMe. Anywhere that I've ever touched the face of this damn planet, that's where you can
The
find
Earth
me.
is our turf. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate the Unwrapped family for rocking with us tonight here for this very special mashed up episode. Fantasy Football Hustler, I appreciate you for pulling up, showing mad love.
Yeah, the hustler's dope.
Me and the Hustler, I'm gonna link up with you, bro, and we're gonna have something dropping where we gonna talk up some shit. We gonna.
I'm getting you on the show, Hustler. I'm getting you on my show.
So y'all see him fuck with the Rumboyz, y'all better start fucking with him. Y'all see the Unwrapped family, y'all already know what it's about to be. Hey, fucking around with me, I'm gonna let you know that this Kane was able. I'm letting all the horses out the motherfucking stable.
nice program reference. I like that.
Your writers better beware. My writer's gonna be on a scare. My on-air personalities, we about to be on a motherfucking tear. This is the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I suggest you stop through, hit that subscribe button, spike that like, dive off in the chat, and get your network. When it comes to gambling, props, fantasy, whatever the fuck it be, you already know who it be. Rumboyz spelled with a Z. We don't get you right, B. Get your money. Give me money with me and my whole crew. You already know what to do. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what to do. We are out of here. We love and appreciate all of you. Philly, motherfucking
That was like a haiku.
Yeah.
Hey Garth. That was a haiku.
That was a haiku.
I knew Sven would.
Wayne's World. Excellent.
Party time. We're
Party
looking down on Wayne's apartment. Only it's not
Only
Wayne's
it's
apartment.
not Wayne's basement.
Hey, we're out of here
Yeah,
tonight.
Wayne's
We're out of here
basement.
tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next Friday.
yeah,
Peace.
spin right now.
Hey, Spy, bring your